But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Morning.
Hey, everybody.
Ah, fuck. Oh, good, Chuck. What?
Oh.
Don't look. No.
Don't look.
It's not bad.
Sam just handed in the Jocktober disc.
Oh, nice.
It's a special Welcome Back Opie edition.
Oh, boy.
That means you're fucking with me today.
No, it's a nice.
You're fucking with me today.
Mike sounds a little different today.
It does, right?
A little bit. Yeah, there's something going on. It's a little, like a touch of fatness.
Sounds like we're underwater a little bit.
It's it's a little
too bassy.
weird, a little bass, something like that. Definitely. Well, check. Yes. I hear it.
Test.
Yeah.
Test.
What is Mars doing?
I don't know.
Huh? Nothing.
Someone was doing something. Yeah. The good thing is, you just talk for 5 minutes and you get used to it.
Yeah.
And it's like, it always sounded like
Hopefully.
this. Yeah. It is weird, though. This, no, it sounds fine, but it's different fine.
It's different.
It's different.
Radio guys hate when it's different.
It is. It's something
They
bassier.
hate when their voices sound different
Differentist.
to them.
Totally different.
Have you slept?
Have I? Yeah, I have slept. I've slept the last 2 days. My wife rules. She took the kid and left the room
Oh.
and went somewhere else in the apartment. So I've slept the last 2 days. Yeah,
Was the baby crying?
just when
That's what babies do.
No, I
Is
know,
that
but
what
some cry more than others, though.
Yeah.
this baby so far so good. Cries when it needs to feed. That's good. You just don't want.
Little Opeta.
Yeah, little Opeta, Opeta Gregorio Hughes.
Gregoria.
Gregoria, yes.
Oh, Gregoria.
Opeta.
Fucking assholes.
That would be the cruelest thing you could do to a kid.
I hate not being here because of what Jimmy tells the people.
The people actually believed.
Oh yeah. There's a million congratulations to you and your new daughter Opeta.
Did you pick a name yet?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Oh.
How long do you wait before you do that?
Well, we picked a name as we're like wheeling down the hall, basically.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because you're not allowed to leave the hospital without a name,
Really?
and we did that right at the end. Yeah,
That's pretty funny.
we really pushed it all the way to the end on that
Oh,
one.
as you were leaving the hall to leave.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you meant
we
to-
just couldn't figure out a name, so it might be Opeta in the end.
That'd be terrible.
Opeta.
Oh, that's an awful name.
Is it hot in here?
It is a little warm, yes.
feel comfortable.
Well, you got your short sleeves on.
And no cell phone.
Yes.
I'm a bit out of sorts, so
Out of sorts.
It'll take me a little bit to get back into the. God, we had such a good rhythm going too. Fuck, why did I fuck it up with a kid? We had such a good rhythm going. Now I gotta adjust again. Enough with this adjusting.
Your whole sleep schedule gets a little thrown. You got things to do.
My wife likes making big babies though, man. 9 pounds.
9?
A 9-pound girl. Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
How big was your son?
9'4". Yeah, she makes big babies.
Yeah.
Big babies.
Her family's big, though, right? All the guys in her family
Yeah,
are
they're
big.
just blue collar fucking lunatics with big, huge mitts,
Philly bruisers.
Philly bruisers.
Yes.
And then you got me on the other side, all dainty and
Yes.
shit. Look at my dainty hands.
Yes, a young Fiona Apple.
But once again, I don't feel like I brought home a newborn. You saw the picture?
Yeah.
Eyes wide open. This doesn't look like a. Does that look like a newborn?
No,
Very
that's
cute.
adorable.
Thank you.
Little pudgy face.
Yeah. The baby's upper part of their cheeks is very cute. Like right under the eyes.
You just pinch him. Ooh.
See, I don't sugarcoat things. When babies are born, it's downright scary. They're not cute. They look like aliens. But man, people in the room, oh my God, she's adorable. I'm looking at this swollen thing, and then a few hours, actually a day later, you're like, oh yeah, okay, this is an adorable baby.
Yeah.
But I don't know how people see beauty when they first come out. They're all puffy from being in water for 9 months.
Oh god, they're just fucking floating around.
Just floating around for
is
9
that
months.
weird?
What's the first thing they do when the baby comes out? Do they wipe it off, or what's the very first thing they do?
They take that suction thing.
Oh, they got the little fucking baster, the turkey baster.
The turkey baster. How do you know this shit?
I've seen films.
Yeah,
They suck it out of their throat and their nostrils.
yes, so they can breathe properly. Yeah,
Oh, they
because they
got
go
stuff.
from in the water to fucking breathing air.
That's so weird.
And when is the switch over? When
Yeah,
is the
right?
switch over? And why can't we go back that way?
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, well, now the kid's in the water. It's supposed to, quick, it'll drown. Wait a minute.
Right. But if the baby's born and now you put it back in water, it will drown.
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
That doesn't make any sense.
Is that the spark or something?
That must be, see, but you
that the
talk to
spark?
you talk to the Catholics, they tell you no.
What is it
Say
then?
that's me. But then, yeah, you talk to other people, they say, yeah, no, it's, we could.
But why is that? I don't
know.
get it.
I don't know. Yeah, it's like
Water?
It's more a fish.
Pops out, still attached to the cord.
Yeah.
So what's different?
Once you snip that cord, it becomes its own guy or
So
girl.
they put the baster, they suck like any stuff out of the throat, and
Just to make sure it's breathing properly.
and then they they hit the baby.
No.
They don't do that anymore.
I don't know what.
That's old school.
Oh,
What
is it?
is that?
I don't know.
To wake the baby up?
To make it go like cry, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
and I think
right.
that's the way they used to do it, because instead of sucking it out, they would hold the baby up by its like ankles,
Right.
and let it just hold upside down, and then they give a little tap,
Is
and
that to
get it
get
like
water out or something?
get it breathing and
Fluid
shit,
out?
and then the fluid would come pouring
You know
out.
what? I forgot they used to smack the kids.
Yeah,
Both of my
Yeah,
kids,
well-
there was no pat on the
no,
the
that's
fanny.
so old school.
Oh, I thought that's what they still did.
Yeah,
How do they
that's
make you
real
cry
old
then?
school.
It doesn't.
It just wants it. It hated. It was nice and warm and not being fucked with.
Right.
And then they yank it out into the cold air, and the
Right.
thing just starts crying
I'll bet
automatically.
you the lights a motherfucker when you pop out too, because it's so dark inside.
the lights are a motherfucker.
But then you're in an operating. Like, can you picture
Yeah.
a brighter place than a fucking operating room?
It's not even an operating room, man. They're birthing suites.
What's that?
They're really nice rooms, and then
Oh.
you just destroy them.
It's not. I thought it was.
Then
Like
the cleaning crew comes in.
Has to mop up,
No, it wasn't even that
mop
bad.
up operations.
Wasn't even that bad, to be honest with you. But I've
Yeah.
heard horror stories. Yeah, it's a really
Man.
nice room, man.
how long do you hold the baby? Like the baby?
Seconds.
Seconds. Okay.
Oh yeah, man.
But they give it to the mom first, right?
Yeah. And then you cut the cord. I didn't cut the cord this time.
No?
I cut the cord for my son. My mother-in-law cut the cord on this because it's kind of grisly and kind of.
Oh, I would hate to cut the cord.
It's not just like cutting.
No, you
fucking-
think it would be a nice like hose. You got to like work with these surgical scissors, and you're still working through it. It's kind of grisly.
Where do you cut? How close to?
And
the
then where does
stomach?
that go? It goes back in.
You leave 8 feet of it hanging off.
What do you cut? Like right next to the belly button?
Nah, I mean they don't want
That
you-
gets delivered out with the placenta,
Yeah, and then you see the placenta being
the
delivered.
umbilical cord, like the rest of it. That goes back into the chick.
Yeah, and then
That gets fucking
then the
delivered
placenta
out.
is like
yeah.
a nice piece of liver that comes out.
Ah, when does that happen?
I don't know, like 15, 20 minutes later. And I can see why people eat that shit.
No!
It looks delicious.
Yeah,
I said it looks delicious.
It looks tasty.
People
I
do eat it,
didn't,
right?
I didn't taste.
Oh, it looks all tasty.
People either bring it home and put it in the freezer, or they bury it under a tree.
Why?
little feller.
We didn't need to do any of that.
Oh God!
There you go. That's basically it right there.
Why do you eat the placenta? Who wouldn't eat that? It doesn't look very good.
Look, if you want phone calls,
same face.
if you want phone calls, they're out there.
What do you do? Who do
They'll
you
tell
Why
ya.
would you do that? That makes no sense whatsoever.
They'll tell you.
Why? What do they say about it?
I don't know. I guess it's tradition or something. I don't know.
I would
What the hell?
never eat the placenta.
I don't even know what it tastes like, but if you want,
GH, do you want placenta? Oh, I couldn't do it.
Ugh.
yeah.
So what happens? Like when she's laying there, it just comes out, or they have to go in and get it
What?
with the placenta. Like 15 minutes
Go
later.
in and get it.
No.
I love Jimmy.
Yeah, I paid $5 a gallon. It's on the news today. Yesterday, motherfuckers, $5 a gallon. No, then you got to kind of deliver that sort of, I guess.
The doctors say
Yeah, push a little bit.
push more. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are there
Yeah,
peop-
them, but women's bodies, they know what to do. They'll squish that shit right out.
Women's bodies are amazing.
But there's
That
people
whole
in the room
fucking-
the whole time, right? A whole bunch of people.
Not a lot. You got a nurse. You got me. You got my mother-in-law. It's tradition. She's there for the delivery of the kids. I like that, actually.
The mother-in-law?
Yeah, she's cool. And then a doctor. That's it. Wow. That's it. She puts on all her gloves. She's got all her tools. She didn't need any tools or anything.
You do it in the room? You don't go into an operating room?
No.
I didn't know that.
The same bed where she's just chilling out for 12 hours.
Oh.
Yeah.
How long have they been doing that?
I don't know.
I think you rush into a fucking operating room.
That's what I thought.
Jimmy's like 1950s Jimmy.
Was the doctor smoking when he delivered the baby?
Well, I think it'd be better the old school way where you're in a room just pacing back and forth, and then someone comes in and goes, "You're a father."
Yeah.
It's a girl. And
It's
you're
a
like,
girl.
oh,
Oh.
guys. You hand out the cigars to everybody else in the waiting room.
Right. Or you go to the local bar or something.
There's the guy that is having his first kid, and he's all nervous. And then there's the other guy that's had like 8 kids, and he's just like, I don't know.
Jesus.
Shouldn't even be here. Everyone's smoking.
Right.
It's the old school.
And then they heat up the kid, and then
How do they heat him up?
under like a
Like a French fry light.
yeah,
They
basically
see it, the fucking.
pretty much the same shit. Just looks fancier.
How long is
man.
Andy there for?
What, under the light?
Yeah.
I don't know, 15 minutes maybe. I'm guessing now. It's
Yeah,
all kind
warms
of
him up nice.
Yeah, and then they rush him off to get all checked out.
They run him through his little
Tests.
Through his tests.
Make sure he could hear. Make sure all the parts are there.
Oh,
So everything's good.
it's fucked up.
So they take her away. How long do you get to hold her for before they take her away?
For a while, really. Yeah, breastfeed right away. It's bizarre.
By the way, good
And
to
the kid comes
breastfeed.
out. The kid comes out and then knows how to breastfeed already. How's that? I don't get
Pretty
it,
weird.
man.
Yeah.
That's just some part of the brain. That's the fucking.
That's a part of the brain we don't
That's the
understand. yet.
ROM. That's the ROM memory.
Yeah.
In the kid.
Now they learn it from the movies. They know.
But you pop out and then you know to feed off a breast. That's weird.
Yeah.
I wonder if they smell it, or if it's like if you just imagine just walking, like picture yourself, you're in a desert all of a sudden, and there's nothing, and you're kind of a little hungry, and all of a sudden the lights come on, and you just see one thing, and it's an ice cream store. You know where you're going. You know where you're going. Breastfeeding is good, though. They say it might help prevent sleep apnea. Because they said the suction does something with your opens your throat. It's better for you.
Breastfeed?
I did too, but
Oh.
amazingly, I still have it.
Well, Bloomberg hides the baby formula at the hospitals. That's another one of his things.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, because there are mothers that don't want to breastfeed whatsoever, and they want the baby formula right away, and you have to ask for it now. It used to be all over the place, and the nurses would suggest it. Now it's like you don't see it.
That's amazing.
That's one of
They
the
just
Bloomberg things.
Told them put that shit away.
Oh yeah,
and whip it out.
They're
and
in
let
cabinets
the
and
kid
stuff.
eat.
They're hidden. You, as a new mother, have to ask for that shit.
I wonder why. Was he thinking of saving money?
I don't remember what that one was about. He's just a dope.
I think it is another one of these pseudo health things where it's
I liked your tweet.
healthier.
About what?
The soda and the beer.
Oh yeah. Really annoyed me.
Oh yeah, I saw
You're
that
you're
one.
still allowed to get what 24-ounce beers.
I believe so. Yeah.
That's healthy, but 12-ounce sodas is all anyone can handle.
I think 16 and 24 is the
16
number.
and 24. Wow. Now, why? Because he can't take on the beer companies, and I don't want him to take on the beer companies. But I'm just saying, it's all bullshit in the end.
Jesus, that's a drink at the.
Yeah.
Wow, is that 16 ounces? That doesn't look like 16 ounces.
How long until that law passes effect? Immediately?
Yeah, it's in effect.
How the fuck does that happen?
But so why is it okay, Bloomberg, for the big beers to be sold?
Everyone should tweet him about
You
drunk
fucking
driving.
assholes.
He really is a fucking prick.
I just say that I don't want him to go after the beer companies.
Right.
But what are you doing? What are you doing in the end?
He's annoyed. He's an ant.
You're not helping anybody if you're allowing 24-ounce beers still. How is that healthy and drinking 24 ounces of soda isn't?
Right.
You
Auntie
fucking
Mayor.
idiot.
He is a total idiot.
And 24-ounce beers causes way more problems than 24-ounce sodas in the end.
That's the biggest soda?
Yeah.
That's it. There's one size soda. Like you just go, oh, I have a Coke, and they're like, all right, here's a baby Coke.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
not-
amazing.
that's not 16 ounces. There's no way. If you could look, what is this?
it's got to keep getting up and getting more. Or can you get 5 of them? What the fuck?
it's smaller than
Yeah, is there a maximum, or can you buy as many as you want, or does the nanny state tell you how many sodas you can have?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure you can keep going back. It's not like there's a wristband or something.
Yeah, but who wants to keep going back?
soda!
You're sitting down. You're fucking watching a show or something.
it's $4 for a soda too,
Yeah, see, that's
that.
another thing. For that, oh boy.
Stupid.
for a Dixie cup with a lid on it.
He's just an idiot.
Oh, I just hate his guts for that.
But then you get the breastfeeding Nazi that comes in. There's women that work at these hospitals. They're obsessed with making sure women breastfeed.
Really?
It's creepy. I don't know what that's about. I got a lot of
They
questions.
just wander the halls? What are they
They
paid?
come into every room, and then like they came in while we were.
Come on, take it out. Take it out. Go ahead. Take out 10 out. Let me go. Put the kid on there.
I swear to God, you're not that far off.
Jesus.
And the lady marches into our room. She doesn't. She knocks but walks. She's one of those people.
Yeah.
Not knocks and waits, knocks and walks.
What is that about?
And my wife's in the middle of breastfeeding, and she goes, "Oh, I see you got a good latch there. Kid's got a good latch.
Oh, my God.
The kid's got a latch on.
A latch.
Got a good latch, good suction." The lady's commenting.
Critique it?
How about you get the fuck out?
Yeah.
Good latch, all excited.
That's what it means. The kid's latched on properly.
Latched on properly.
Does the kid hold with both hands too?
No.
I always thought the kid held the breast with both hands.
Great.
I really
love
thought
Jimmy's
that.
questions. Little kid holds on with two hands.
Yeah, I don't
When
know
the
why I
kid
thought
starts
that.
holding on, that's time to move on to bottles. No, not at all. You kind of have to, kind of like prop them up.
Wow.
Good latch.
Wow. I watched breastfeeding when I was like, my sister was born. My mother and father had me watch
Why?
because they said it was natural
God.
and I should see it.
So is conception. You
What do you
shouldn't be
mean?
watching that.
I didn't see that.
What do you mean you
good
should
thing.
see it?
They just said it was a natural thing.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you should see it.
Well, I don't
if you
disagree.
come upon it, whatever. But
Yeah.
And I did. No, this is 19.
Wait. So you saw your mom's titty.
I don't know. I saw my sister was on it. It wasn't
Saw
like I saw.
enough of it. I don't want to see any of that shit.
This was 1976, maybe
really,
75.
but she made you sit there
No,
and
they
watch.
just said, "Come in and watch. This is
Nah,
natural."
you
This
don't
is-
say that.
They were trying to be like alternative parents back then.
Probably.
Help me out.
I mean, I would explain stuff like that to my kids, but I wouldn't go, "All right, now sit down and you watch because this is natural." That would be
Jimmy's sitting there watching his mom's tit. Fucking
Yeah.
Boston's playing in the background.
I think I said, "This don't make no sense."
Frampton Comes Alive is on.
I learned something else. I got a almost 2.5-year-old at this point, and I realized he doesn't understand touch.
What?
You got to have a nice touch when you play basketball. It's all about the touch. And when you have a newborn and a almost 2.5-year-old, wow, that doesn't mix.
Oh, what is he? Just like
Oh wow,
slugger?
not slugging, but
Yeah.
he doesn't understand. He thinks it's just like him. Let's play. Let's go.
I've seen kids that are older kids and then very young kids trying to play together, and it's just an atrocity.
He's learning quickly, but man, he likes to pretty much hug and smother and he's poking at her eyes because he's curious.
God.
Oh my God.
Is he jealous of the attention?
No, it's been good so far. He took it pretty well because that's a big thing when you have two kids. You got to worry about the jealousy of the older one
Right.
because he was the only one,
Yeah. I remember when I was 7, my sister came home, and my neighbor. I was sitting on my porch, and they brought my sister, and I didn't go right in and say her because I think I was a little jealous.
Oh.
And I was just trying to be funny, and I was like, "Yeah, they're going in to make baby soup," and no one laughed.
It's terrible.
It wasn't a good one. I was 7.
Wait, what's?
going into
Oh, you were
baby-
7 when your sister was born?
Yeah, I'm 7 years older.
Wow.
Baby soup. Forget-
Doesn't even make sense.
I don't remember why I riffed it.
I don't know. It's a long 2 days in the hospital, though, because you want your wife to rest and chill out. She just gave birth, and they just come. I was telling Aunt, they just come marching through the doors.
Do you stay in the hospital with her?
I stayed the first night before she gave birth, and then,
Where'd you sleep?
just right next to her. I was telling Aunt this whole thing. Oh, I guess you weren't here. I'm sorry.
In that comfy chair that's in the room.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
a note
boy.
to hospitals, at this point, you probably should realize that husbands are going to stay the night. And I'm not expecting a comfy bed right next to her. She's the one doing all the heavy lifting.
Right.
But a nice lounge chair. Mine was 3-tiered. Try to sleep on a 3-tiered anything. It's like steps, long steps. So head, then it went down a little bit, body, and then a little bit for the legs. Imagine sleeping like that.
No.
And then I'm like, hey, have you got a pillow and blanket? No. Like, really? I'm the first husband asking for a pillow and
It's a
blanket?
hospital. All there
Pillow
are
and
are
blanket?
beds in there, and
Uh,
beds have
thank you.
blankets and pillows.
Then they finally found me a sheet.
And they wouldn't give you a pillow?
No pillow, so she had like this boppy thing. You don't need to know about boppies, but she had a boppy thing. that I put around my neck and use that as a pillow for the night.
Is that like a neck pillow for the plane?
Yeah, but it's like huge. It's a fucking huge one. You're supposed to, you put the baby in that.
Oh.
Where she could lay her little head on the side of it. But it's like, I mean, come on. How about some?
It's probably insurance regulations. God forbid anything happens with the pillow.
You think?
Oh, yes, he could roll. Hope he could have rolled his head over and suffocated.
They probably don't want to. They probably don't want to do laundry. Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
That's more laundry. Sorry.
Got it. It has to come down to some kind of fucking pillow thing.
Yeah.
Some kind of fucking money thing.
Because I'm not the only one. A lot of babies are born where the wife goes in the day before, and then it's 12 to 16, even longer sometimes. So you're just chilling out. And at one point, my wife goes, "Can you turn off the lights? We're trying to get some sleep." I told Ann all this. I'm sorry. He's got to hear it again. And this fucking nurse, there was one, and I swear, a nurse Ratchet, just a fucking, you could tell she's just an evil woman.
Right.
She comes marching in, and my wife goes, "Can you turn off these overhead lights? I want to try to get a few hours sleep," because there was nothing happening for at least another 4 to 6 hours. So she goes, "All right, but I'm going to leave this one on because I got to come in here and do things." And that's exactly her tone. And the light she had to leave on was like the sun, basically.
Why did she have to leave it on?
A giant light in the middle of the room.
Because she needs to fucking control everything.
Because she doesn't want to be coming in the dark to do her things, whatever her things were.
What did she have to do?
She's just a supervisor. She wasn't even the one that was actually in the room for most of the time. God. And then there was an alarm going off at 3:30 in the morning, one of the things that my wife was hooked up to. And like an alarm clock, not a little doo. It was So we call, "Hey, there's an alarm going off." They come in 15 minutes later. It's like, what the fuck?
15 minutes.
Yeah, and she's preparing to give birth.
Did they know what that was, though?
She needs her rest and her sleep. Yeah, it was just a who gives a fuck thing. That's this. I think it was a low battery, to be honest with you.
Oh, great.
I think it was a low battery on something. So it's all But it took 15 to 20 minutes to get that turned off. Wow. So
how did she sleep the night before? I'd be too panicky.
it's impossible because they're coming in every half hour to check on things, and then the lights and the fucking the low battery thing.
And how do they know it's time? They just walk in and go, "Okay, it's time. It's going to happen now."
I love it.
Well, there's things called contractions.
Oh, she'll start having
and
them
then
more.
the contractions are like quicker and quicker.
Oh, okay. I know that, but I was thinking, do they just come
And
in
you see it on
day?
you see it on the monitor. It's like at first like, doop, oh, there's a contraction, then a nice long, could be I don't know, 15 minutes. Oh, boop, there's another one. But when it's time, doinka, 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 doinka.
And it could be, what time was it that she actually had a baby?
9:31
a.m. That's not that bad.
We
But
went
sometimes
in,
it's 3 in the
we
morning,
went in
right?
at 6. We went at 6 the night before. That's what I mean. So the whole night I watched the debate as she's chilling out and having some contractions, and that's what I mean. And nowhere for the husband to sleep proper.
But they have doctors ready if it's like 3 in the morning.
Oh yeah, all that shit. Yeah, oh yeah. And she gave birth like the busiest time of the year. I guess we might have had some fun around New Year's.
Wow, is that what it is? The whole
The 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th are the busiest days for giving birth.
October 3, 4, 5?
Yeah.
wow.
Yep.
What's 9 months before? 9 months before this is
New Year's Eve. Ish. Around that time. Ish.
All right.
holidays.
Getting a little
Whole
randy.
holiday.
A little holiday rambunctiousness.
Yeah.
Or rambunctious.
What else, Jimmy? I like your question. Opeta Gregoria Hughes.
Beautiful.
At least I wasn't having anal surgery this time.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
What, he said that too?
Yeah, you were having anal surgery.
Oh, I was having anal
The
surgery
last time
again?
you were out, it was for
Right.
some sort of surgery.
Yeah.
What had happened?
No, well, last time it was a scrotal growth.
Oh, a tag or something. Like a
And
tag
this-
that got out of control. That's
Yeah,
right.
This time, what had
Anal
happened?
fissures.
What had happened was that the doctor had discovered that you have a rare condition where the skin actually covers your anus,
right.
and you have to go into the hospital
Oh, yeah.
every single day to have a straight razor come and cut.
That's right, because it heals over like a hymen. You can't go to the bathroom.
See, there's a cookbook out there for the placenta. I told you.
Oh, God.
And that's a boppy there. Sam found
Is it healthy to eat it?
I'm not. I don't know. Did this guy eat it? Do you want a phone call?
Yeah.
Do you care?
I eat it.
Let's go to Oscar. Oscar.
Hey, Opie. How you doing?
I'm tired, but I'm great.
I hear you. My first son is going to be born next Monday, a week from today.
Wow, congratulations in advance there, sir.
Yeah, likewise. Yeah, there's a cookbook out there. There's a huge subculture that eats the placenta. The tagline for the cookbook is, we're hungry, feed us.
Oh, my God.
Feed us.
Would you try placenta?
Get it?
We cooked rats one time on the show. Maybe we should cook placenta.
Is that even legal?
What?
Like eating
it's
placenta?
I don't know.
It sounds like
man.
some type of cannibalism or health violation. How do you get it out of the hospital? You're probably not supposed to.
I wonder if I could have taken that home. Because I know people, like, leave it in the freezer or something. And then for their 21st birthday, I think they fry it up.
It seems like a biohazard.
It does seem like
you
that,
wouldn't be able
right?
to take it with you.
Yeah. Would you like to donate some core blood? That lady came in. All these people, they're just selling you. Would you like to donate some core blood?
Core blood?
You could really help out a lot of people.
Oh,
Would
okay.
would you like to donate some stem cells?
How do they
All
take
these
them?
ghouls.
Do you have some spare platelets? we could use some
These
platelets.
ghouls come in right away. I swear to you, like the core, I think it's core blood donation lady came in. It couldn't have been more than 10 minutes after the baby was born.
Yeah.
Sign these forms. Would you like to donate your core blood?
Wait, that's from the placenta?
I don't know.
And the stem cells?
I guess it's from the cord itself.
Oh, cord blood.
Or core blood. I don't know. Get it done.
And where do they get the stem cells from? Like, is there stem cells in the placenta?
I don't know. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I just wanted my baby to be born healthy and everything to go all right. I don't need to worry about cord or core blood and stem cells.
It does sound like a pain in the ass.
What?
People just hassling you. Leave me alone.
I think it'd be way better to give birth at home
Yeah.
with someone that knows what the fuck they're doing.
A midwife?
Well, because, I mean, you don't have people checking machines and marching in because they feel like they're in charge.
Yeah.
That lady drove me nuts.
Believe me, all that shit is there just in case something goes wrong.
Yeah, of course.
That's it. Because,
God forbid, right?
women out on the fucking plains
Right.
were dropping kids out with no one there.
It is cord blood.
They used to
Cord
give birth
blood.
in water, right? Wouldn't they squat over water or something, or stand in water and give birth?
Well, according to the
Jeez, what, the
pediatrician,
engines?
according to the hospital pediatrician that bored the hell out of me, he was explaining how they don't even study that anymore in medical school because most women are not doing that because they pass. So, like what? I guess they don't give birth in water. As
The
much
water
anymore.
thing, that was kind of a fad.
Yeah, that was a bust. People
But
thought that
I
was
think
the way
Jimmy's
to go.
talking about like back in like the old
day,
Indians,
yeah, Africa or
the
like wherever they
Indians,
are,
they'd
yeah.
fucking go in the water, but I don't know.
They would, right?
I'm not sure. Maybe it was just to keep them clean.
Maybe to keep everything
clean up.
loose down there.
Yeah.
Maybe that would help the baby slide out. I don't know. There's the placenta cookbook.
Would you eat that, Sam?
No.
Such a fuss budget.
Oh yeah, here we go. This is the stuff you got. This is the stuff I want to talk about because it's different than usual baby talk. Go ahead, Keith.
Hey, when my son was born, they gave us the option if we wanted to freeze the placenta for future stem cell research.
Oh.
But these people come marching in like it's an amazing moment for you and your wife, and they're ruining it by coming in. So, hi, I'm from the Placenta Institute, and we're wondering if you want to freeze your placenta
Institute. Yeah.
for future stem cell research.
No.
It's like just a bunch of ghouls. Leave us alone. We just had a baby. We want to enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
They're asking for fucking spare parts.
Exactly.
Hey, you're not you eating that? That's pretty much it is. You gonna eat that?
I wouldn't be surprised if like people come in and survey the floor. Oh my God, a lot of this stuff we can really use. Scraping it up while you're holding your new kid. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything was great, and I want to thank everyone that reached out to me on the old Twitter,
Tweeter.
and of course text messages from all my friends and pals. So
Yeah, that's something. Now there's just a brand new human being in your house.
yeah, now we got to figure it out.
That's it. Hi, welcome to the whole fucking universe.
Yeah, I know. It's cool though.
What are you going to do about the sleeping? Like, is your son going to get jealous if the daughter's sleeping with you? Like in the same room?
Nah, I mean, everything's been cool so far, so, you know. We got a lot of advice from Dr. Steve and other people how to handle this stuff.
Yeah, you got to sit them down. Just bore them with a long story. That's what I do.
Well, it's like Christmas for the other kid. Everyone is bringing him gifts, so he's like, "Oh, who cares? I'm not jealous. Look at this. I got a scooter. I got this. I got that. All sorts of shit is coming his way." So
he doesn't associate it with some shitty experience.
nah, and then you sort of make believe that the newborn gave him a present. It's a whole thing.
Oh, this is from your new baby
Yeah, exactly.
sister.
And he's
really?
And he's still too dumb to figure it out, so he just assumes that's what happened.
That's hilarious. Oh yeah, the kid went out shopping. It was great. We gave her the car.
Yeah,
drove around.
To him, the scooter he's rocking around my apartment is from her. He has no idea.
He should just look and go, that's impossible.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
That would be awesome.
That'd be hilarious.
The kid looked at you and said, all right.
Like, why would the kid do that? Like, the first thing they think of after being born is, I'd love to buy a gift.
I don't even know what a
for my
gift
brother.
is. I don't know
Yeah.
what buying is. I have no concept of anything.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Oh, all right. You want another one of these? This is David. You were talking about water births. David, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, gentlemen?
Hey, man.
Caller, really enjoy the show.
Thank you.
Hey, when my wife was giving birth, she had a midwife come into the house, and the lady gave us a PowerPoint presentation in our living room where she was proposing to bring in an inflatable pool, do a live water birth in our living room.
Oh.
Crazy live action shots, full vagina squat.
Oh, God.
The whole concept, though, was that the birthing position's more natural if they can kind of stand as opposed to being on their back with the legs up in the stirrups and that whole deal. It was craziness.
There's no stirrups.
There's
some leg holding, but there's no stirrups.
Who the
A whole PowerPoint presentation, though?
Oh, yeah, right.
Imagine just having an inflatable pool in your living room.
Yeah. She's fucking telling you exactly what you need.
Right.
It's like somebody trying to sell you on Amway in your fucking house. and meanwhile, she's talking about bringing a pool in your house.
It used to be just a cool thing. Now it's like it's a big business.
Yeah.
Having kids is a big business now.
Oh, man, right?
Right, the whole deal. Anyway, gentlemen, have a good night.
So did you go for it or not?
We'll never know.
Ah, David.
We'll never.
I would assume he
It
didn't.
sounded like he didn't go for that.
Yeah, I assumed.
I don't go for that stuff.
But how they go from water to air and then you can't put them back in water is really bizarre to me.
That's just amazing.
I don't understand that.
He doesn't need air. He doesn't need air. He needs air. Now he needs air forever.
Right.
Oh boy.
And they popped the water.
Yeah.
So then you're thinking, well, fuck, if that's what it needs to survive, why would you pop the water before it's born?
It does seem to be this weird time where it's like, you've got to get him out of there because now he's got to breathe.
Yeah, you got I think you got 12 hours after you pop the woman's water.
Gee.
Yeah.
Oh, the water breaks.
The water breaks.
Well,
Sometimes happens naturally, but in other times it doesn't. So they go in there and they kind of pop it with some kind of instrument. I don't know
Does
what.
it hurt when they pop it?
I don't know. I was amazed. It's like popping a balloon or something. Then water comes out.
What if the water breaks accidentally way too soon, like weeks too soon? Does that ever happen?
Then you're gonna have a preemie.
Oh boy. Yeah.
You gotta hope that the baby's cooked already. Baby's not cooked, you're in deep shit.
Right.
I guess that's one of the things that could happen. But then they pop the water. You're like, well, isn't he breathing underwater, or she in this case?
Yeah. Now what?
Then 12 hours, and then it comes out, and then I don't know.
Isn't it weird, like in Rome and all those ancient times, you had no idea
Of any
what
of the
you
shit.
got until it was out.
History,
Boy or
Jimmy.
girl, you didn't know anything.
Jimmy from the past.
Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah, you didn't. You didn't
You
know
knew nothing
anything.
until the doctor told you.
A lot of people still do it that way.
Oh, they don't want to know.
I like finding out. Kind of makes it a little fun.
But I mean, even healthy, you know, if the
That's
kid's
just it,
retarded
too,
or if
yeah.
it's got all its limbs or
How
any of that
about
stuff.
how about there was a time you got your wife pregnant, and in a lot of cases that meant you were killing her.
Oh God.
You know how many fucking people died giving birth back in the day, especially?
Yeah,
there
bleed to
were
death.
women that were getting pregnant that their bodies couldn't handle, popping out a baby.
Yeah. She died during childbirth.
That used to
Always
happen
somewhere in the
all the
South.
time. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why they kind of invented the C-section.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Gotta
for the
get 'em
women
out.
that mostly for the women that can't handle giving birth.
She was too frail to give birth to child. Right. Oh, that's right. She died of the consumption during childbirth. Mm.
I don't know what the percentage was, but man, even 100 years ago, a lot of women were dying.
Yeah.
Crazy.
A lot of women.
It had to be fucking perfect with you're in trouble.
Right?
Probably why we have so many idiots now. It's people that were supposed to just be dead.
Right.
It's like modern technology is getting that whole survival of the fittest thing and throwing it right out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So
that white woman wouldn't have made it. And that kid wouldn't have been born.
Yeah, because 80 years or 60 years ago, whatever, nature had it set up where the kid would look at the cord and go, "Oh, look at this necktie." That's why nature puts that in there.
I'm going to tie a Windsor knot.
This guy can explain how a baby doesn't drown in the water birth. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
because the baby's not in the water long enough. I get that part of it. Scott, are you listening?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
I'm talking about a baby is in the womb, in water, basically. Then it's born, it takes its first breath, and now you got to make sure it's never underwater
Right.
again.
Keep it.
That's what we're
doesn't
talking about
take-
today. I'm talking a water birth. That's easy. If it's coming out and then it's underwater for a few seconds, yeah, of course that's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, no, I actually can stay underwater for a few minutes when they're cleaning it off because it's hooked up to the placenta. It's not breathing area. It's still using mama's blood. So it's okay.
Yeah.
But even up until like a certain age, babies don't drown in water. That's why the Nirvana baby on the album cover ain't drowning. They don't know how to breathe in water yet because they haven't learned how to talk.
I bet you could drown a baby.
Well, okay.
You know
Yeah,
what?
if you really work at
I
it.
bet you could.
Oh wait! But I think he's saying something kind of interesting. So
There's-
if you throw a newborn,
physiological.
oh well, okay.
They do know to shut their nose and mouth off like babies.
So you could
They
throw
put
a
'em
baby in the
underwater.
pool, baby. You know, not throw, but and that baby's not going to breathe in water.
Right, he won't breathe in the water. I guess that's instinctual too. You know?
Interesting.
Once we learn how to talk, then that mechanism shuts off because communicating is apparently more important than not drowning.
Oh, don't they have a thing where babies, though, where they cry? I saw someone who teaches kids not to drown in the pool. When they're young, they're older than your daughter. And
Susan Smith.
yeah, she was teaching a lesson where they teach the kids to lie on its back and cry really loud on the back. And so they said it actually works. Like when babies fall in the pool or
Yeah.
kids fall in the pool, they learn to roll on their back and just cry and float so they can get rescued.
Whoa.
Yeah, I forget where I saw that.
Yeah, I've seen it too.
Hope I didn't just dream it.
Maybe you did.
All right, sir. Thank you, Scott.
Yeah,
well,
that
Take it
whole
easy, guys.
water
Have a-
thing.
yeah, you too. Whatever.
Yeah, I understand. You know, they do. They get that oxygenated blood from the cord from their mother, because. But then what happens with the lungs? Like all that fluid, their little mouths are open. The fluid's got to get down into the lungs somehow. I don't get it.
I don't understand. Maybe Dr. Steve could explain it a little later. Because I don't understand. Because like you said, they put the turkey baster thing and sucked out some stuff.
Yeah.
And to me, it looked like she was now breathing,
Uh-huh.
but she was still connected to the cord.
Oh man, double oxygen.
So
Double
what-
oxygen.
All I'm saying is, where's the switch over
Yeah.
from not using the lungs, now
fucking
using the lungs?
Gas to hybrid.
How? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the switch over? That's all I need to know. As soon as you pop out,
I guess as
And
soon
what
as
tells
you
you
take
that?
first breath, that's it. Your hanging out in the water days are done.
why aren't you taking that first breath while you're in the water?
I know. That's creepy.
That's nature.
When you want to?
Wouldn't you want to just?
Wouldn't you be tempted?
Yeah. What is it like that? All of a sudden they know now you got to fucking breathe.
I don't know.
But don't do it in there.
Right.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's definitely a question for Dr. Steve. He also sent in that the powdered peanut butter for us that we were talking about.
I use this
Put
because
your finger in the powdered peanut butter.
you have to wet your genitals first if you want the dog to lick it off. Because otherwise the dog will sneeze and blow it all over your pubic hair on the floor. Wet your genitals and dip them in the powdered peanut butter and he licks it off.
Which one you want to try today with breakfast? there?
I want to try the regular one, but I'm going to have it with my
regular
yogurt
powdered peanut butter.
after. Yeah, after.
Thanks to Dr. Steve, who I don't know what he's been up to because we're all real close with Dr. Steve outside the show.
Yeah.
He writes me yesterday, "Hey, you have the baby yet?" I'm like, "Where have you been?"
He's trying to fucking let people hold on to another minute of life.
I go, yeah, 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Some idiot that doesn't know me in Arkansas has congratulated me, and you're just finding out now?
Yeah.
What happened to your life the last few days? Oh, wow.
Is it good?
Yeah, but just smelling it, I'm all dried out.
Pungent.
Smell that.
Does anybody
smells
have...
good, but it dries out.
PB2.
Whoa.
Let me smell that.
That is potent.
PB2.
Smells good though.
That is El Potente. Does anybody have any allergies? Does anyone have a nut allergy?
Wow,
We
that
have
smells
to let
good.
everybody know. It's very peanutty.
It's probably all sugar, though, no? Or am I
Oh,
wrong?
man,
No,
it
I
says
think it's
85% less fat calories.
What?
Whatever that means.
Is it 100% just peanuts? They grind it up. Roll that around in your mouth.
You know, they don't even list the ingredients. That can't be good.
Oh boy. I guess you assume it's peanuts.
Made with roasted peanuts, sugar, and salt. That's it.
There is some sugar in there.
That's it.
Yeah. Trying to avoid sugar.
Aw. You're sweet enough, Jimmy.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, here's Dr. Steve.
Oh, good. Yeah. Placenta.
Dr. Steve,
Good morning.
where have you been that you asked me last night if I had a kid?
I don't know. Well,
I mean, it was hard to avoid on Twitter.
oh, I have no idea. Yeah. I mean, last time you called me, so, I just totally missed it.
No, that's all good. Now, we got a question for you.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you, Dr. Steve. And we got your powdered peanut butter today, too.
Oh, you did? Yeah, that's funny because I sent it next day air last Monday.
Oh, boy.
Really?
Next day, last Monday.
That's good. It might have been hanging out around here.
Yeah, I heard it was on Roland's desk, and I just didn't know what it was.
Oh, boy.
Hey, so a baby is in the womb living in water, right?
Yes.
Let's just call it water. I know you're you can make it all.
Technical jargon.
Well, it's urine, actually. It's amniotic fluid is the baby's urine.
Whoa.
So it's floating around in its own urine?
Yeah.
No, Jimmy just perked up.
Yeah. All of a sudden, I don't see so crazy, do I? I like a good tinkle bath. What's it called? Embiotic?
Huh?
Embiotic?
You know what?
Amniotic.
Until just now, I had no idea that's what that was.
I didn't either.
So it's the baby's own urine it's living in?
Yeah, if they have too little urine,
Yeah.
too little amniotic fluid, it's called oligohydramnios. And when you have that, you very often will suspect that there's a problem with the kid's kidneys because they're not producing it, because that's where it comes from.
So wait, how long does it take for enough pee to go for the kid to be for the place to be filled up with piss?
Place.
I mean,
Well, what happens is the the baby's blood supply is hooked up to the mother's blood supply through the umbilical cord. And so they will filter out some of that blood that passes through in their own kidneys, and they'll just, they just start pissing, and, they make this amniotic fluid, and they swim around in it. They don't really swim around in it. There's just enough to buffer the kid from injury, really. They can't really slosh around in it except very early.
You got to think there's a God, right? Because this is all really fucked up.
well, wouldn't God fix it so you didn't have to do it in piss?
But how do
He'd make it gold, liquid
It's a very
gold.
efficient way.
but how does this willy-nilly universe figure this shit out? I don't get it.
Where would the fluid come from? Otherwise, it would have to be secreted.
Yeah, I know, but something or somebody or whatever had to figure that shit out.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
It's just, I know,
Like we like to look at it like God had to make it the way it is because it's so complicated.
Right.
But it's the other way around.
But-
it's so complicated that's just the way it is.
But-
like maybe there was some other planet or place where one thing didn't work out and the whole fucking place never got off the
Like
ground.
instead of piss, it was cement that was coming out, and no babies did okay with
Fucking
it.
concrete, old concrete womb.
True. And then if you think God, then you got to think, well, who created God? God
it
couldn't
just
just
keeps going.
He couldn't just exist.
Craziness.
Why
Right?
would God make it so complicated? That's what I always wonder. Like, if it's God, why would it be like? Why would God say, "All right, well, we got to do something to keep the kids from getting hurt"?
Yeah.
Like instead of just making it like Fluffernutter, he makes it like, "All right, no, I got it. The kid will piss all over himself." Like,
He'll piss. God's plan seems like what they had to do with Apollo 13 to get it back. Like, just fucking enrig it.
So now it's swimming around in its own urine, all right?
Right.
So it doesn't need its little lungs, obviously. So now the baby is born. They do the turkey baster thing, and it takes its first breath, right?
Yes, that's right.
Now, at that point, you can't put the baby back in the water because that would be a major problem.
Right.
Now, here's the question. Where is the switch over where all of a sudden it needs the lungs?
Okay. There is a blood vessel sort of structure in the body called the ductus arteriosus. And what that is
Quack, quack.
a switch that gets turned on when the baby is born that shunts blood from the fetal circulation, which is basically through the umbilical cord and goes through and bypasses the lungs. It's like the kid's on a heart-lung machine.
Wow.
And when that switch turns off, then the blood goes. I wish you guys had given me 2 seconds to have looked this up before. This is coming from fucking medical school, but it now shunts the blood away from the umbilical cord and through the heart and the lungs, and so now the kid has to use his lungs. And oxygenated blood comes from the lungs, goes to the heart, and then gets pumped out to the regular.
What switches it over, though?
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm lost. What switches it over? I understand the process, but
Well, the process of taking the kid's first breath, basically, and a couple of things will switch it is the stress of birth and the kid taking his first breath, and if that if that ductus arteriosus does not close, it actually can cause some severe problems for the kid down the road.
Wow.
And,
bleeding from the belly button. Oh.
If it closes too early, it's also a problem.
No
obviously,
shit.
because then the kid needs to use his lungs, but he's steeped in his own piss. So that's why they tell mothers not to take ibuprofen and stuff like that, because non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medications will close that patent ductus arteriosus.
And if that closes, how long do you have before the kid is
3
in deep
seconds.
trouble? Oh, that's not a lot of time.
Yeah, if it closes, you just have a couple of minutes.
Well, can they monitor that in the hospital when you're about to give birth?
Yeah, it never happens. I mean, I delivered probably 200, 300 babies in my training. I don't remember that ever happening.
Wait, so Ann, break this down. So what is he saying?
Yeah, the blood that's normally oxygenated through the mother is coming through your belly button and circulated through your body, and that's giving the nutrients to all the cells.
And the oxygen.
Then, when you're born, all of a sudden the kid's body knows, like, hey, not getting blood from there anymore.
But what about the cord? The kid's still attached to the cord, though, Dr. Steve.
Right.
So
you cut that.
No, I understand you cut that, but it looks to me that my daughter was already breathing, but she was still attached to the cord. So where's the switchover?
That's the dual system right there. For a few minutes, I would suppose, until you cut the cord, that you're getting from the mother, but the heartbeat's still going.
Right.
And now the lungs work.
It itself will start to detach.
That's
almost
fucked up.
That is fucked up.
That's so fucked up.
So you hold the kid, basically you hold the kid down, try to get as much blood out of the placenta as you can before you cut the cord. That's why they hold the baby down when it's first
really?
When it's first delivered. At least, that was the theory when we were doing.
What do you mean hold the baby down?
Well, the baby comes out and the doctor will hold the baby down below the
lower level, so it siphons in, like getting that last bit of ketchup out of the bottle.
I didn't know
You got to
that.
smack your wife on the ass.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
You tank up the baby, basically.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
like siphoning.
It detaches itself, and then at some point, the placenta is delivered, and between the time that it detaches and it delivers, it's not delivering any blood to the baby anyway. So that's why.
What do you mean it detaches? It detaches on its own?
Yeah.
You're right. It's like an Apollo mission.
It just knows.
It's just,
like,
okay, we got to get rid
more
of the
baby to feed, so we'll just.
We got to get rid of the booster rockets.
Let go. Yeah, let go of the booster rocket.
All right, we got to let go of the fuel, whatever. What is it called? The fuel tanks?
The main fuel tank.
The embryonic cells.
And Dr. Steve, why don't we... Huh?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was just going to say the placenta is plastered against the wall of the uterus, right? Well, as the baby passes out, then the uterus shrinks, and now that placenta can't stay attached because the wall that it's been plastered up against is now shrinking, and so that's one of the things that allows.
Oh, it's almost like putting Scotch tape on a balloon, and then you deflate it, and the tape just gets all wrinkly and falls off.
So the uterus starts shrinking immediately?
Yeah, sure, because you have.
I know over the course of a week or two it shrinks dramatically, but I didn't realize it started right away.
Well, think about it. The
Is this
uterus
boring
is
to
normally
people?
the size of a
it's
plum,
cool.
but when it's got a baby in it, it's the size of a baby plus a sack full of piss.
Right.
So it's when the baby passes through, the uterus starts to shrink really quickly because if it didn't, then the mother would bleed, and from where the placenta was attached.
Like the
so it's got
1800s.
to shrink really quickly. It's not a clotting mechanism that stops that bleeding. It's a vasospasm. It's a spasm in the arteries that causes it to stop bleeding.
Vasospasm is a great name for a band.
Oh, I love them.
And that stuff, Pitocin, if you've heard of it, or oxytocin, which is the trust hormone, is also the hormone that causes the uterus to shrink, and it's the hormone that starts the process going of labor.
Right.
And so, if you've got a floppy uterus that isn't contracting, they'll give the mother a shot of Pitocin, and it'll shrink the uterus.
Right.
So it shrinks dramatically in the first few seconds after birth, and then you're right. Over
Shrinks
the next
dramatically.
couple
I'm shrinking.
Yes. I'm not going to stay big anymore. I'm not wanted around here.
Stupid uterus.
Louis Pitosis.
Now, the other thing, Dr. Steve,
You shrink, John?
why don't we spank babies?
Why do we or why don't we?
My kids weren't.
tells you not to.
Sure. Getting Dutch.
Unless I missed something, the birth of my two kids, I didn't see the doctor spanking.
Right. That's just old school. They used to hold the kid upside down and
Answer
spank
that.
them, and now they just stick that bulb up their nose, and that stimulates them just as much. So.
What's the bulb do?
It's like the turkey baster thing.
The turkey baster, you're just sucking out amniotic fluid from their nose.
Blood.
Because you want and their pharynx. So you do hold them kind of upside down when you do that, just to get gravity to pull most of that fluid out of their lungs and their mouth.
Well, how long if you don't actually get the fluid out, like how will they get the fluid out?
Well, they'll just cry it out, basically.
Oh, but it would come out. Like if you weren't there to take the fluid out, like they would be okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Fluid out.
Hey, I'm reading my Mars book. Thank you, Dr. Steve. Send me a book about Mars and living in
thank
space.
you, Dr. Steve. I got that too.
And
Yes.
he sent me a book on how to use my binoculars properly.
Really?
Dr. Steve is just a good guy.
Yes, he is.
He hears one little thing on our show, and then he has something for us.
Well, he's showing you how to use your binoculars, how to hold them steady with your left hand while your right arm is busy pumping out jizz.
Well, because I said on the show that I looked at the moon through binoculars, and I was like, damn, it's kind of cool.
It is cool. You
But
can
then he
see
tells me-
galaxies with your binoculars,
Huh?
too. You can see galaxies with your binoculars.
Right, well, that's what I was
Crazy.
going to say. Then you said there's other shit you can see just with your binoculars. I'm going to send you a book, and he did just that.
That's pretty fucking cool.
You see galaxies with your binoculars? I didn't know that.
Wow.
Hey,
Yeah, you can see actually the Andromeda galaxy with your naked eye if you know where to look and you've got dark enough sky.
I don't.
you know,
I don't know where to look.
I was watching an astronomy video, Dr. Steve, and they were trying to explain more of the universe and shit. And they basically said that Earth is just a piece of dust, tops, probably even smaller than a piece of dust. So you imagine you blow up something, right? Like the Big Bang Theory there, where you blow up some shit. And Earth is just one little dumb piece of dust that's in the air after the explosion. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all we are, is one lousy...
Not even able to see.
And it's probably not even
Yeah.
accurate. It's probably way smaller than an actual piece of dust.
Yep.
If you know what I mean, relatively speaking, yes.
Here's the thing, though. We have been looking for other life in the universe now for a good 50 years, but for real over the last 20 years. and looked in a lot of places, and still, after all of that, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, all that stuff, nothing. Now, we know they have to be out there, but it's amazing that so far we seem to be we're the only place that we know that life actually is.
But we can't even reach out very far, though.
Yeah, and how far?
No,
we can't see
true.
planets specifically, right?
Well,
Yeah, I mean-
no, but we can search for signals, radio signals of planets, and they're now even looking for these things called Dyson spheres.
Yay, Dyson spheres! I'm scared. It's a Dyson sphere.
If you have a sufficiently advanced civilization, they'll eventually build solar panels around their sun because they need that much energy. You can actually detect that with an infrared telescope, and they're looking for those. So
Well,
far.
why are
But
we?
we're always expecting that there would be something that they would understand, or we would be able to
Right, thank you.
hear their radio signals
Right.
through our equipment. It
know.
could just be some kind of thing that is totally incomprehensible.
Or maybe they did have radio,
It is just
but
physics,
went
though,
way
you know?
past that. And
Yes.
they're
Yeah.
so advanced that, of course,
Right.
they gave up on that technology. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe they use things like the Higgs and Bose to communicate or something. Like maybe.
Higgs and Bose.
Yeah, like if you find like a sun with solar panels, that's the equivalent of like a pickup truck with a gun rack to space people.
You mean the Higgs boson?
Oh yeah, Higgs and boson. Yeah.
Higgs and Bose.
All right, Steve, we got to eat.
Dr. Steve.
Thank you, Dr. Steve. That
Yeah.
bacon
Yes.
smells good.
Oh, I know, isn't it? Oh,
That bacon's real. Why are you doing that today?
there's no tuna on Monday,
Ah, wow.
so I was just like, you know what? I want eggs,
We just know too much about each other.
bacon.
Aunt never eats bacon. I'm like, why are you eating
No,
bacon?
I had a hankering for it.
Steve, I owe you a phone call. I know that.
Yeah, don't worry about it, man.
We'll catch up soon, sir.
Okay, absolutely. And congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thank
oh,
you. Thank you, sir.
Bye,
Dr.
Steve.
Steve, everyone.
goodbye.
What was that? I'm scared. It's a Dyson sphere. Yay.
We didn't promote anything for Dr. Steve. What the fuck? He's got his
Oh.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do they find his podcast, Sam?
Riotcast.com.
Riotcast.com. That's right.
Amniotic.com.
Is he still on our show?
Yeah, he's on the
On
weekends.
our channel, whatever?
Just me and my own piss laying here.
That's some weird shit, man.
Oh, good.
Yes, Ken.
Sci-fi.
Dr. Steve is ruining his weird medicine show.
What?
Why?
Why?
I don't know, he's turning into a game show host. He asked this lady trivia questions.
Oh, boy.
Well,
He,
why?
he should just stick to the weird medicine.
Oh boy.
What kind of trivia questions?
I don't know. It's just,
It was trivial.
yeah.
Maybe Dr. Steve is branching out a little bit and trying to mix it up a bit.
I tried to tell him to just stick to the phone calls when he started
Oh,
doing
man.
weird. He started like playing songs and
Oh,
stuff.
really? Yeah, don't fuck with the formula.
Just
Exactly.
The formula's working there,
Yeah.
Dr. Steve.
answer medical advice from people on the phone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but sometimes the phones don't exactly light up, so I had to do something. What else am I supposed to do?
He knows to just start tap dancing.
Yeah. Do a little trivia to get the phones ringing.
All right.
And then I segue.
Steve's back. Now, see? Steve, we got the plug in because I forgot to do it while you were on the phone.
Oh, thank you. What was the plug?
Just that it's on riotcast.com, your podcast.
And Kenny says you're
And Kenny's
ruining
saying
the show.
you're ruining the show by doing like game show shit.
Oh, well, he's right.
What? You were trying something new?
Yeah, I just try new.
It does get,
Monotonous,
It
yeah.
does get monotonous where you want to mix it up a
Everybody
little bit.
For years have told me, Steve, you do best when you just answer medical questions. And I know what they're saying.
Oh,
they're
he
being
wants
nice.
to be something else.
Right, they're being nice by saying, quit doing all that other shit.
Like, you don't want to be considered, you don't want to be the equivalent of being called a shock jock. You don't want to be pigeonholed as just a guy who answers medical questions. So you want to
Yeah.
branch out and do some other stuff.
Well, and the thing is, I'm not making any money off of it, so why not just try some different things?
Yeah,
there you
If
there you
something
go.
works, then if I ever, if anything ever does happen, God forbid, but then I'll have a little bit of experience doing a couple other things.
You're not making money yet?
No.
You will.
No.
No.
Little do you know, I'm a song and dance man. But
Yeah. Yeah, I put two cymbals between my knees. Play the drums.
Oh, let me tell you, when we did that first show up there, PA John and I were like, okay, now look, we're going to get a condo in Manhattan, and we're going to, quit our day job.
Oh, right.
Like, yeah, well.
Oh, well, that didn't work out too well.
Delusions of grandeur.
Well, I mean, your show's perfect for regular radio. That thing would be syndicated around the country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I could quit saying fuck.
I mean, if they offered you money, you'd figure it out.
For the right money, I could figure it out.
Hey, someone says they love the segment on your show called. It's a segment with your mother-in-law called Big Joe.
Now, let me tell you something. She is radio gold. Big Joe's monthly visit. It's my mother-in-law is, could we say, intellectually lazy. She was in the line at McDonald's one time, and this guy said, "What's that new coffee drink they had?" And she just turned around and said, "It's a Floopy."
Floopy?
Oh.
She thinks it's a frappe is a Floopy, and we were sitting at the baseball diamond when my kid was playing this summer, and she said, "I think I'm going to go see that movie Black Guys Dressed Up."
What?
And I said, "Did you mean Men in Black?" Like, oh yeah. So she is radio gold, and her mind is so fertile that she comes up with just different stupid crap every time I ask her.
I beg to differ with you.
Why, Kenny?
That's what I'm talking about, with him being a game show host and asking her trivia questions.
Oh yeah, well, but okay, I don't know. I thought that was the best thing.
No, don't you do what you do, because Kenny is like the guys on the message boards.
Right.
He's, I did. What are they doing? It used to be better.
They're ruining it.
We did ask her trivia questions, but that's because we had been talking about her. I asked, one of the trivia questions was, what is the coffee drink they serve at McDonald's, hoping that she would say Floopy again. And she said, "Oh, I know this one. It's Floppy."
Oh, really?
I guess you had to be there.
Oh, Kenny. You know what? I think we need to play a little Big Joe today on our show.
Don't ruin your show.
E-Rock, can you
also.
find some Big Joe for us?
Play some Big Joe.
All right, we're gonna play Big Joe, Dr. Steve's mother-in-law, sometime today. Why not? We'll do that.
Big Joe's not even worthy of the after show.
It's hard
that's
for
a
me
shot
to
at
be
me.
objective about it because I know her so well, and I think she's hilarious. And maybe you have to be
Because you're married to her daughter.
Well, let's hear some Big Joe. We'll give a fair and honest assessment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if it sucks,
Fair and
I'm
balanced.
cool with that, and I'll just, I would trust you guys.
No, we would sugarcoat it for you. Steve.
Yes.
You know us well enough. We would sugarcoat that.
Because you're so nice.
That's right.
Thank you for the peanut butter too. I'm going to try some when I get my fat-free yogurt.
Well, I'm curious as to know what the hell it is, so I don't know what you do with it or what you're supposed
It's extremely dry.
Yeah.
Just smelling it dries out your whole system.
I like PB2.
You're supposed to just add it to stuff?
Yeah,
I guess.
Really?
my teeth. It's toothpaste.
You know what?
Did you throw bacon out?
No, just like a couple of pieces.
Oh, I wanted to try one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It's in the
I can't-
garbage if you want.
I kind of want to try it too. I knew you weren't going to eat it all. How good did that look, Ken?
There's a bacon shortage.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah. All right, Dr. Steve, we're going to do Big Joe a little later on in the show.
She'll be thrilled.
All right?
Okay, man.
All right.
Thanks,
We'll
Steve.
probably call you back, so.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Dr. Steve show for Jocktober.
Oh, boy.
It would be
Oh,
funny.
boy.
We're going to have Jacktober next. Can I see what this
nice.
is about?
No. Let it be a nice surprise for you.
Surprise?
It's a Welcome Back Opie edition. It's something you'll be very happy when you find out what it is. I'd rather the listeners get to share the joy.
Is today Terry Clifford Day?
Just everybody.
Is today
relax.
Terry Clifford
man.
Day?
Oh, man.
It's Big Joe Day.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do Jocktober next. We got to find out about the Yankees and the Orioles.
Yay.
And, Daniel Craig not being able to read on SNL.
What the hell was that about?
Holy fucking.
And that Chipster influence bit. Do you think it was, Jimmy?
I don't
Did you see
know.
it?
I watched it. It didn't sound like Chip.
No, but I mean, the basic
was
idea
it the essence of Chip, though?
It really had that feel like.
It's hard to say, man. Like it could just be because I don't have the exclusive on people telling bad jokes, like and being ironic with terrible jokes. Like I understand that's not my concept.
But it was
per
the
se.
whole situation of people telling jokes and that guy just wrecking it with a bad fucking line that That
Yeah.
was very Chip-esque.
And then continuing on some weird thing like to just,
yeah, it was just, there's something there.
Yeah, it did kind of.
Well, we got the audio.
Enough plausible deniability, but
Yeah.
yeah.
We got the audio. I'll play it for everybody
Oh,
next.
yes.
Talk a little football,
But
a little baseball.
If that's happening, SNL needs to really stop listening to the show and doing that
I know, man.
before we get very, very unpleasant.
It really was. I saw something there.
Yeah, I watched it after people
gotta-
had told me.
you
And a
gotta-
lot of people said, no influence at all.
You got to assume some of these writers have heard us before.
Piraps.
There's been some things over the years where you're like, what? The famous one was the Mike Tyson spelling bee. Was
Nobody's copying you. Get over yourself. Well, get over this. Bounced.
We've heard it over the years that these guys listen
Yeah.
on these other shows. And then if you see a bit that's a little similar, of course you're going to be suspicious, right? All right, we're going to eat.
Sirius XM, the Opie and Anthony Show.
This was a cool little song
What was that?
back in the day. Well, we won't know because, again, Iraq just played the loop.
What is this? Iraq?
Iraq, hold on. No, don't play it now.
No,
Didn't
no,
we
I
say
saw the switch
just
over.
Friday that we want to hear the songs? Why did you
Yeah.
play the loop again, Iraq?
I thought you had too much to go to, so I didn't play the whole song.
What did he say?
All right, that's how you executive
I don't know
produce.
this song, though. What is it?
He again
Collective
played the
Soul.
loop.
Why are you still doing that?
We
Because
told
we
you
got a
Friday.
million of them.
So?
I got to throw every rejoiner we have out because it doesn't play
No,
the
but
whole
we said we
song?
wanted the
Cool riff.
song. This is stupid. This is regular radio stuff.
We told him.
Who cares if we got a million of them? They're not rare trinkets. What do you think these are? Fucking Mickey Mantle rookie cards? They're sound bites.
I kind of like Collective Soul.
Yeah,
They're all right for a little
It
bit.
just sounds dated to do this. It sounds like something you'd hear on PLJ. It's like you don't
What?
to hear the rejoiner like
Right.
Where it's
looping.
looped. Yeah.
It's silly.
Yeah.
Can I have that peanut butter? I'm 44 and I still instinctively say that.
Oh, here it is.
Nice.
It's very
Flying
light.
jar.
It's very dry. What is it? The powdered peanut butter? What is it officially called? Powder?
Delicious.
Powdered peanut butter that Dr. Steve sent us. Wow, is it dry. I tried some and it took all the moisture out of my mouth. So what's up with the Yankees?
Well, game one against the Baltimore Orioles.
They finally played that game?
last night.
Wow, wasn't there a rain
Yeah, there was a
delay?
rain delay. They were supposed to start at 6. They wound up starting a little after 8. Yeah, it was a while.
I was in
But
bed by
they-
8:30 last night. I was done.
Yeah,
I was
spent.
tired, yeah.
Yeah, well, you had a busy little weekend.
I just hope the wife doesn't hear I had a good night's sleep.
Oh boy. So it was 2-2 pretty much the whole game, and then the Yankees kind of stepped it up in the ninth, and took the game away from poor Baltimore and Travis's team.
Where's dumb Travis? Was he upset?
Oh, well, Travis is like, well, we got this far. Very happy with how it's like.
Oh,
no,
he's already
you're not.
starting that shit?
No, you're not.
No
you
one's
want
ever
your team to go the
happy when
whole
your
way.
Thank you.
You don't want them to just get so far and then.
We'll get them next year. We had a
Yeah.
really good season. We set ourselves up nicely for next year.
Yeah, it's the first time Baltimore's been in it forever.
Yeah.
For quite a long time, and he's just happy that they're there. Yeah, I'm just happy they're there. But CC Sabathia was amazing. Fucking just pretty much went the whole game. I think it was the last out. They fucking had to take him out. But
Why would they do that if it was 7-2?
well, you know what? He would he walk a guy?
Yeah.
He walked a guy, and then they just decided.
No, I mean, why would they keep him in so long?
I don't know. Maybe to keep.
He was dominating.
He was just fucking killing. And you know
because
what?
the Yankees scored all their runs in the ninth?
Yeah, they scored 5.
Oh, that's why. Never mind.
Why use your bullpen if you don't have to?
Exactly.
No, never
yeah.
mind.
Yeah, you never know.
Never mind. I thought the
Maybe
game was
tonight.
out of hand before the ninth.
No, they.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, CC Sabathia did great.
Who closed the game out? Who's their closer now?
Oh, what the fuck?
Shepardini?
It was Jerry Shepardini. They brought him in,
Oh, nice. He pitched well.
and
Except he sings before he gets on the
yeah,
mound.
Soriano. Yeah.
Hey, did that idiot strike out the one at bat guy
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he
Oh,
did.
good.
Three straight
That's
pitches.
exactly how that was
Three
supposed
straight
to
pitches?
happen.
Three straight pitches he struck out.
He says he was
Dickey, right?
Adam Green. Yeah,
Yeah,
R.A. Dickey
Dickey
threw to him.
Yeah, Dickey's not going to fuck around with that shit.
Well, he says he was happy.
Here's
He
your
said
3 pitches, asshole. Now get back into wherever the fuck you were.
Greenberg said he didn't
It's a
want to be
softball.
treated as, something that let's be honest, it was.
It was a publicity
It was a
stunt.
distraction.
It was a publicity
It was
stunt
a
in the end.
goof.
So he threw him 3 real pitches, and he
Are they
struck out.
fastballs?
Well, Dickey's a knuckleballer, so.
Oh, God. They put him in against a knuckleballer? They're probably hoping he'd hang one. Were they sways or he took one?
He took the first pitch and he swung at the next two.
It took 7 years to get back to the majors, and he has to deal with knuckleballs.
A knuckleball.
Yeah, how about you work a
Great.
3-1 count, dummy?
That's great. I love it. That's how it was supposed to happen. I'm
yeah.
sorry. No fucking Cinderella fucking ending here,
He got us at
assholes.
bat, and now everybody can.
And
forget about it.
fucking.
Anyway, back to the Yankees.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
goddamn fucking A-Rod. It just gets more infuriating every game because I don't know why anyone expects anything of this guy. He just doesn't deliver.
He's a choke. He's
He
a
is
choke.
You don't know
fucking
why.
joke.
He makes $100 million a year. That's why they expect.
Who cares
Or
about
whatever
the
he
money at
makes.
this point? Bench the fucking guy. Make him look like the idiot piece of shit that not even into what he's doing that he is.
What was he last night?
And fucking,
Did he get a hit?
No.
He came up twice.
He walked.
with a chance to.
Yeah, twice, men on base. And you just know it's not going to go anywhere. And then Cano comes up and he could fucking perform. Even Teixeira, fucking but you get this fucking piece of shit overpaid cocksucker.
How bad was he last year? We did this break last year. I
Terrible.
remember.
He's not good.
He's horrible in the playoffs, right?
He hasn't hit a home run in over 60 at bats in the playoffs.
Playoffs like 65, I think.
Over 65 fucking at bats in the playoffs. He
What's
has
wrong
not
with
hit a
this
home
guy
run,
in the
and he's
playoffs?
supposed to be the slugger.
Right. What's
He's
wrong
a
with
choke.
him?
He's a choke artist. He is a choke artist.
He stinks.
He's the absolute last guy you want up
yes.
in a time where you need something.
Yeah. And then at Yankee Stadium, it's like, now batting, Alex Rodriguez. Ah! Everyone cheers. Like, why are you cheering? Don't give this guy shit.
Because there's still that aura that he might do something.
Terrible.
Because in the end, he'll probably be the home run king.
How many home runs did he hit during this season?
Not that many. I think he was in
18?
He was hurt for a while too, right?
Yeah, he was out for a while.
Yeah.
He had a down year. He's not what he was.
No, he's not.
No, he'll be
terrible.
on the
Get back on the juice, you fuck.
I've always hated A-Rod. He's just a dick. You just know when someone's a dick.
too.
He does come across as just a fucking asshole, and I don't even think he gives a shit anymore. Like you watch Jeter play, the guy still cares about the fucking team and playing the
How
game.
did he do last night?
He's not as
Good. He led off with a single.
yeah. He
scored the first run.
He can hit, obviously,
He's on the back nine of his career, guys.
but he's getting a little.
That's one they love using.
On the back nine, he had more hits than anyone in the majors this year.
Yep.
But he's on the back
Yeah.
nine of his. Really? Did he really?
Yeah.
No.
216, yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
You know what's fun to see in baseball
Never
when
mind then.
Yeah, he very
He's
still on the
quietly-
front
he,
nine.
He had a
He's fucking-
very good year.
He's on the ninth.
when you see they show the dugout and like Pettit was in there in the dugout hanging out
Yeah.
and you just see his gray hair and you're like, baseball, it's one of those sports where guy can have gray hair and still fucking play the game.
It's the only sport.
Imagine football with a guy with gray hair out there fucking getting his ass handed to him.
Hockey.
Or basketball, the old gray afro.
Right.
Fucking guys, hockey.
That's funny.
It's just, but
I try to
there's
remember-
a gray-haired guy playing baseball.
I'm trying to remember growing up if we had gray hair athletes. I think there was.
Phil Necro.
Did Phil have the
I
gray
don't
hair?
know. Did he have when he played? I thought so, yeah.
Yeah.
He was gray as a rookie.
Baseball, though, yeah. All right, Favre, yeah. Brett Favre had gray hair in football, yeah.
Wasn't it salt and pepper though? You
It was
couldn't really
a little
tell.
salt and
Does he have the
peppery,
salt
but
and pepper.
yeah, but he definitely was a graying football player. Very good.
I hear he's coming back.
Oh, is that it?
I love how much Florentine hates Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah, he's a fucking crybaby. Needs some attention.
oh yeah, he's pretty fucking gray right there.
Yeah, he's
Brett Favre.
He's coming back.
Brett Favre.
He's going to come back one more time.
Looks like he'd always like the first thing he'd tell you is, "My razor broke." Like anytime you see him, why
Yeah.
is he never is clean shaven.
Yo, I red zoned yesterday.
Oh yeah,
Finally got it.
nice.
Because my father-in-law was coming up, and he's got his fantasy football team. I'm like, I got to do the right thing, get the
Yeah.
red zone for the father-in-law there.
Yeah, I got it yesterday too. Actually,
You did?
Yeah.
Red zoned my ass off. Holy fuck!
I got
Pretty
bored
good,
with it though because there wasn't much scoring at one
Yeah,
point.
yesterday wasn't a very good red zone day.
Aw.
No, it was a little weird, and a lot of the games were just done. A lot of not blowouts, but games that were out of hand or whatever you want to call it. I don't know, whatever.
Oh, by the way, my connection, I call her my connection, is I believe I am going to the game Wednesday.
Nice.
So I do hope we are in a sweep situation, so I get to watch the hijinks, shenanigans, and celebration of a Yankees win.
Wait, Yankees had the better record, but they start on the road. Is that new this year?
It's hopefully only this year because
Why?
Well, because
Wait, what? It used to be 2-3-2.
it used to be 2-2-1.
It's 5
for this one.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
right,
the
right,
5
right.
game.
This year, real quick, they had already set the regular season and the postseason schedules before they approved the new 1-game wild card play-in game. So in order to get that game in, they had to take away one travel day from the divisional series because they couldn't push the schedules back because the schedules were already set.
Travis knows everything.
Yeah. So the two wild card games were on Friday because they couldn't be on Thursday in case they needed another tiebreaker game, like for a division. So this
whole
year,
wild card thing is silly.
It's dumb.
but Friday was one of the best nights of my life when the Orioles beat the Rangers. It was great. I waited 15 years for that win.
You did have a kid, though, right?
Yeah, one of. I was very careful. One of.
Right. Okay.
Best night since she was born. So now they can't do 2 off days in the divisional series, so it can't be 2-2-1. It has to be 2-3. Even though it's not really fair to the team with the better record to have to start on the road for 2 games.
But I kind of like the 3 games at home, just to get the last ones,
Didn't they used to do 2-3 though? Years ago, 95 they did.
No.
I guess
no,
so.
it's always been 2-2-1, I think.
2-2-1, so they start on the road.
Yeah, so this year it's 2-3, so they start on the road. But so
and
for
the
a
Yankees
team,
take one on the road, which is very nice. Sorry, Travis.
that's all right. We had a better record in Yankee Stadium this year.
Well, let's see what that means in the playoffs when the slate is wiped clean.
I sure hope they win tonight.
Oh boy,
Yankees?
I don't want the Orioles. I don't want to get swept.
You hear how he said hope.
I know.
Yeah,
But you'd be fine if they lost, right?
yes, I would. I have never been more honest about anything.
No, come on. Why wouldn't you? You're not.
No one's okay with that.
That doesn't mean I don't
Especially
want them
that they've
to win.
come so far.
Don't you
You'd be
want a
upset.
victory?
That doesn't mean that I don't want them to win. I'm not saying like, oh, I don't care if they lose. I care if they lose. But none of this was supposed to happen.
How come you don't? Why don't you want a victory?
What's that?
Don't ask. Oh, you asked.
Who is that?
It's just me.
Who?
Just biting my lips. Don't you want a victory?
Why are you biting your lips like that? It looks like it hurts.
Yes, it does.
Oh, Jimmy.
Stupid Jets play tonight. That's going to be rough.
Was that tonight?
Jets and the Texans, yeah.
One of the fucking 7 nights of football that happens these days.
You're right.
I'm fucking
You're right.
I am stunned at the amount of football that it's every night of the week, it seems like, anyway.
Yeah, you're kind of right. Then they're going to start those Saturday games soon enough, right?
I think there's a couple Saturday games later on in the season.
Yeah.
I bet you
But
fantasy
these Thursday
football,
games aren't every week. They'll end.
No.
Fantasy
football probably has something to do with that too, where they're showing because more people have more interest in more teams now because they'll watch the fucking Titans game because their guys are on it.
Yeah, the sport's never been more popular.
It's very popular.
Fantasy football has made football ridiculously popular.
Yeah, they have like fantasy TV shows and stuff.
It's unbelievable.
boy.
Like I play, but I'm nowhere near.
Good.
No, I'm nowhere near that obsessed.
Oh.
You know, like some people, I mean, that's their life for a couple months.
Yeah, not football fans though. You're not a fan.
You would never root for Tom Brady.
Yeah, who watches it with their laptop? I gotta get my laptop.
That's exactly
You're a Jets fan rooting for Tom Brady.
Yeah. Let's have the fantasy draft.
Can't watch a game like that.
Yeah, I get to watch out with a laptop. I want to hear about getting blown. Blown. I don't give a shit. I don't want to hear about how many points red zone for what. Fucking hand opens up.
Computers for pornography, not football.
Yeah, that's Dr. Steve Florentine. Why? There's like amniotic fluid. What are you playing? Got to drain it or something. Some fluid.
That's it on the Yankees, I guess. A-Rod sucks.
Just
Yanks
waiting.
doing well.
Waiting to see what happens
A lot of the sports people thinking that the Yankees have the best shot at winning the World Series this year at this point.
I hate the sports people.
Because they peaked at the right time. You always
Yeah.
want to peak at the right time.
Yeah, they're playing very well right now.
Yep. I do like when
Pettit pitches tonight.
Yes. I like watching that old bastard pitch.
He's very good in the playoffs.
Did he have a
His
good
little
year?
creepy look.
He was injured, but when he did pitch, he pitched very well.
How old is he? 45?
42.
Oh, okay,
42.
That sounds old, but I'm older.
for baseball. Wow.
Bob Kelly's 42.
Yeah, today, right?
Today.
And I just think it's cool also that the Orioles have Buck Showalter in there because
He'll overmanage and ruin it.
it's always every time I see him, it's always Seinfeld that episode about the cotton uniforms.
You may have something there, George.
They have something, George.
I got something.
George is in there telling him your team's 5 degrees cooler. That's hilarious.
Did it work out?
That's great.
It didn't work out.
Why didn't it work out?
No,
because then they
because-
washed the uniform.
Yeah, and they shrunk. They look like penguins out there. Yeah, it was very good.
Nice. All right.
Fucking
Well,
episodes.
second games tonight, Yankees-Orioles.
Yeah.
No one cares about the other games.
I don't know.
People
I guess
care.
the Giants got their ass handed to them by San Francisco. Was that it?
Well,
they
the
are the
Giants
Giants.
I mean, I'm sorry, by San Francisco.
Cincinnati?
By Cincinnati, yeah.
Yeah.
Cincinnati's
By
up 2
Cincy.
games.
The big red machine, huh?
Tigers
Yes.
up 2 games.
All I
Tigers
could
are
think
2
of was
games.
fucking Mad Dog being all mad because that's his
He's
team.
probably not happy.
Can't believe it. What
And,
happened to the Giants? My team. It looks like a hunk of shit.
Washington's up 1.
The Nats?
1-0. Yes, the Nats. They won their
The
first
Nats.
playoff
Why do they
game.
call them the Nats?
The Gnats.
Dumb.
Short for national.
That's like the
I know
Knicks.
why, but
or the
it's stupid.
Knickerbockers and
You
the
know what?
Nats are the Nationals.
You know what they
dumb.
have? They have natitude.
Oh, no, they don't.
You've never heard that.
That's all they
Oh.
say.
Natitude? They don't do that.
Oh, yes,
and,
they do.
and what the fuck is with those giant fucking Hulk hands? The orange Hulk hands?
Who does
I
that?
don't think that's an officially sanctioned
What
thing.
team
I
does
think
that?
that's-
It's not a
Orioles?
Baltimore thing?
Matches the
No.
big thermos cock.
I saw a shitload of people
I
with
think they
those.
were just. I've seen those in other
yeah?
arenas now.
You got
It's-
terrible towels, though, right?
Everyone does the towels. now.
You know
Yankee
what?
fans don't.
Yankees don't. Yankees are content to just sit there and watch a
Yes.
good team play the game.
They don't have terrible. They have terrible announcers, but not terrible towels.
John!
Yeah.
John! Pettit was dyeing his hair.
Towels are very popular.
Oh, I hate the
suck.
towels.
Yeah, it spins. Hey, make a home run. Fucking douchebags. You don't
like
I
that
hate
stuff.
them. Get the rally going, guys.
No, the rally caps. Come on.
I hate them. Turn the hat around. Spin the towel. Shaka, shaka, shaka. Shaka, shaka, shaka. Fucking assholes.
The hat's got to be inside out.
Oh, yeah, I hate the rally hat.
Inside out, backwards on your
You
head.
know what a
Come
rally
on.
hat? That started in 1963 in Dallas.
Would you
his
rather,
rally hat
would you
on.
rather towels or the
A
thunder
rally
stick?
skull. You turn it inside out.
Is there any video of the players awkwardly turning their rally hats back into normal hats because it didn't
It's
work?
done.
Yeah.
That would be a fun video.
Who
to
started
watch.
that dog shit?
I don't know.
Dumb
That's a
superstitious
great
players.
question.
That's a very good sports question.
The rally hats for good luck.
Oh,
Yuck.
God, the rally hat.
I hate rally hats.
You want to do the SNL thing?
Yeah.
So what? Some are saying? Did you start this?
No, somebody else on the Twitter
Said
started
that
on the
SNL's
Twitter.
ripping off Chip. Hoo.
You got it there with the whole visual aspect. If you want
Oh,
to play it through.
perfect.
He doesn't look like him.
He doesn't look like it. He doesn't look like him, and
Have you seen this yet, Jimmy?
Yes.
It's a construction site. There's guys, they're kind of catcalling girls that are walking by because they're construction workers.
Right.
And they each take their turn saying, some sexual innuendo at the girl. And then it gets to Daniel Craig, who's playing this kind of goofy guy that just doesn't know how to tell a funny joke or catcall the girls. And he just starts saying things that make no sense and make everyone awkward and uncomfortable.
And the thing that reminded me of Chip is the way it kind of the voice is very different, but the way it comes in at the end.
Concept.
is weird.
Yeah, the concept itself.
Let's say this.
Fit right in, Jack. The main thing is just do what the foreman tells you. If he says dig, you dig. If he says eat, you eat.
Let's hope he doesn't say both at the same time, because then I'll end up eating dirt.
It's not the same voice, but
Yeah, all right. Let's just get to work.
Whoa, speaking of working, check out that sweet piece. Because her body's working overtime.
Yeah, that's one clock I'd like to punch all night long.
Yeah, only they're gonna have to give her hazard pay because that ass is dangerous.
Yeah, I bet she makes sex all over the place, all the time, like it's outstanding.
What?
No, I meant like her butt. It's like 100% whammo, you know? Like he was saying.
See, there's something there, right?
I don't know. I'm not convinced though because the voice is so different.
I said plausible deniability, and it's
Yeah.
Daniel Craig who doesn't know Chip.
No, not at all.
So, like, what would they would just say, "Here's your lines. Play a goofy guy." Like, it's not as specific, but the idea is there. But then the idea you can just have enough, like I said, plausible deniability.
He's fucking hilarious in this, though.
Oh, you like
the
it,
lines
Jim?
are good, yeah.
The lines are good?
Sure. He said whammo like a big tits or something.
So you think the other guys aren't that funny? But
no.
Let's play a little more of this.
Whammo?
That's stupid.
Hey, it's Jack's first day, guys. Let's cut him some slack.
Hey, speaking of slacks getting cut, we got a couple of torpedoes incoming at 4 o'clock.
Oh, gosh, she's got my private standing at attention.
Dirty.
Say, who ordered Arby's? Because those are 2 juicy stacks of roast beef.
That's sexist.
Stack them up. They're like 2 giant meaty junk balloons. They're like 2 big breasty squish rags.
Fucking great.
Chip,
He's fucking hilarious.
Chip, you think that's funny?
Yeah, fucking giant busty flesh fucking things. Fucking shit. This is a good show.
Yeah?
Fuck yeah. Crack up watching SNL.
Oh, boy. Chip likes the whole show.
It's fucking hilarious.
Hilarious?
Fucking crack up. Me and my mother would watch it.
Oh, that's...
Let's play a little more.
Squish rags? What? I'm just agreeing with you, guys. She's like sexy times 5, plus her boobies, carry the bone equals yum dum dum.
Man, where are you from?
I move around a lot.
Hey, speaking of moving around a lot, check out the jump in that bump. I would crack that open, pour it into a glass, and sip it all afternoon.
Sexist.
Hey, somebody call Amtrak because I need 2 tickets to Booty City.
That's dirty.
I'd hit it, quit it, and then beg for my job back so I could hit it again. Yeah. She's like a big bowl of butt soup with extra nipples. And can I get that with a side of ooh? Yes, you can, sir. Your total comes to 5 kisses and 47 smooches. Drive up to the next window and collect that sweet, sweet honey.
Fucking home run, Daniel. God, what a terrible sketch.
It really is horrid.
Because the guys leading up to it.
Well, their lines are horrible.
Stink.
Right.
Yeah,
If you're going to do the bit, those lines got to be way stronger.
Right.
'Cause
Yes.
I don't even know which one is the bad line.
I know, they're all bad.
They're all bad.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're all terrible jokes.
I don't think we need to really run
This
through
is
the whole
awful.
thing, do we? Ugh.
I'm glad I did watch Katy Perry instead of SNL.
Oh, you watched the Katy Perry movie?
Yeah.
Aw, how was that? Oh, boy.
I kind of liked it.
Oh, no.
What was it?
Oh,
it's just
like
her on tour. She's got like a movie about her worldwide tour.
Did she do I Kissed a Boy, a girl?
And then you realize that she's got a lot of catchy songs.
Oh.
But I don't know what else
Like
she sings.
Firework.
And then there was some sadness because as they were filming the movie, that's when her whole marriage broke down.
Yeah, so sad. Who gives a shit? That stupid limey
Ooh.
fucking.
Lights out.
Good. What happened there? Someone shut the lights?
Yeah, the lights in the hallway are out. Must be something going on out there.
Someone leaned against this with tight the lip Jimmy.
No, I bet it's it's probably a Halloween thing or something. We're all gonna go trick or treating. All Hallows Eve.
Katy Perry has really nice boobs.
Yeah, I'd like to suck
Oh,
her
man.
tits.
Everybody sees that.
Really nice.
Yeah, I'd
boobs.
like to fucking take it. See, that's how it would work.
Yeah, you say like I'd like to grab those big tits. I kissed the girl. I'd call her a big lesbo. Put my fucking pecker in her.
She had a I don't know, man. She's not an overnight success. She's been at it since 13. She used to be a Christian artist because of her very religious parents.
You bought the same bullshit when you watched the Justin Bieber movie.
I didn't watch Justin Bieber.
It was terrible.
I didn't watch Justin Bieber.
You came on and you were
I
like,
swear to God, I didn't
"Oh,
watch
I've heard
Justin
it was
Bieber."
a terrible, terrible
I heard
movie.
from
It was horrible.
a few people that the Justin Bieber movie was worth watching.
No, they're both bullshit movies.
Why are they bullshit?
Because they make you believe that these are like people that really,
Yeah,
worked hard and they
yeah.
struggled through and they got their craft out there and everything. It's just pop songs.
Oh,
The
really?
studio made them and they found them.
Thank
and then they
you,
put
Sam.
together some pop songs.
Thank you.
You don't say that about Justin Bieber. He paid his dues.
Nobody paid their
Shut
dues.
up.
What do you mean no one pays their dues?
Katy Perry and Justin Bieber didn't pay their dues.
She writes her songs, right?
Yeah, she's a songwriter. But it's pop music. It's not like...
And she said when she heard Alanis Morissette, I Ought to Know, or whatever the fuck that song's
You
called.
Oughta Know.
You Ought to Know.
You
That's
Oughta
when she fucking, the light bulb went off. Went, all right, fuck yeah. Gonna be writing about some shit now. Before that, it was all Christian crap.
But she writes pop songs now. She doesn't write about shit.
Yeah. Well.
What about that Hypnotized song?
I
write
Kissed
a
a
pop
Girl
song.
is the only song I know by her.
Hypnotized, Mesmerized, what was it? Hypnotized?
I don't know. I know Biggie Smalls hypnotized.
Give me some Katy Perry. Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not catchy, but I am saying it's not like, wow, what a story she's got to tell.
Yeah.
Good, right? Catchy.
It sounds like the end of a movie song in the 80s.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, credits
As like
rolling.
as the party scene where the couple gets together.
Ah, yeah.
Blaine is walking through a party and whatever rich girl he likes. Oh,
Yes.
it's Contella.
Twitter is a scary place because I tweeted that I saw the Katy Perry movie and I liked it, and then I go, and I'm now turning off my Twitter because I know the abuse is coming.
Yeah.
Sometimes you throw something out there and you realize, fuck, I got to shut down Twitter for 12 hours now. I don't know if I like this one as much.
This is okay.
I'm more.
It's not a bad song, but it's not like, oh, I really want to know what the story behind this artist is.
I'm more about You're a Firework.
Yeah, that's it's just.
What? That just means like, look, man, you could be something.
Put that one on, E-Rock. Let's see if we could...
This
there
was
we
a
go.
massive hit.
All these songs are huge hits.
Yeah.
Very successful.
Huge
lady.
tits? What?
But that's what the movie should be called. Look at these tits.
Look at these tits.
Look at her big tits. It's Katy Perry.
Please tell me at least you went into it just for the tits and then got caught up in the moment.
Yeah, sure.
All right. That's all we want to hear.
Look, I'm overly tired. I don't know. Maybe my emotions were a little.
Did you get a little misty?
This is a cool song, actually. I don't know.
Watching her story, did you get like a little inspired?
It was interesting because her parents are religious lunatics. So to me, it was like, how the fuck did she get out of that and become a huge, worldwide pop star? There is a story there. Most people don't want to read or hear the story,
How
but
old
there's
was she?
absolutely a story there.
27 or something?
27, 28 probably.
Yeah.
But she didn't know shit growing up because she wasn't allowed to watch movies, listen to music. She was one of those kids.
But it's not like she went out and did something controversial.
What do you mean?
She made pop music.
I thought
She
you would
wasn't
like Katy Perry.
Her songs are catchy,
Ah.
but I'm not interested in her story at all.
I kissed a girl and I liked it.
They weren't even allowed to eat Lucky Charms growing up because luck is something to do with the devil, I guess. I never heard this one before, but they weren't even allowed to eat Lucky Charms because it was luck.
Well, like Alanis Morissette wrote songs about Dave Coulier, about blowing
where's she now?
Dave Coulier.
Exactly. She
Where's she
fucking
now?
drank a set of cum in a movie theater.
She came by recently and no one gave a shit.
Did
Where's
she?
she now? Yeah, exactly. Where's she now?
Well, she was as big as Katy Perry was.
She had a couple hits.
No, I think Katy Perry. No,
Katy Perry set some records there, Sam.
True. Most number ones on one album.
On one album.
this is a good song. I don't want to like it, but I do.
It's gonna be on your
Of course it is.
phone.
It's on my fucking iPod.
You might want to throw a firework in there too. Trust me.
I don't know that one.
It'll grow on you. Do you like this shit, Ant?
Nah,
This is a good one.
I mean, I could hear how it would be catchy. It's got that.
Well, this
whole
was the
pop
song
thing,
that.
But
This is the song that made her famous, Ant.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing exploded. Everyone thought this would be a one-hit wonder type thing, and
Yep.
nope, she had a little more in her.
Because the girl tasted like cherry chapstick,
Yeah.
which is nice because that sounds like a good girl to kiss.
Yeah.
Thanks for breaking that
Well,
down.
the beat she said, I kissed a girl and I liked it. She tasted a little like coffee and plaque. She tasted like tartar.
There you go. That's many people's experiences.
Yeah.
Not cherry chapstick.
I kissed Uncle Paul and I hated it. He tasted like tartar and ciggies.
That's a story I would like to hear.
Yeah.
Katy Perry.
Look, I'm very vulnerable right now.
You're right.
The Oakster's a little vulnerable. He had a second child, all right?
That's
All
what
right?
it is. That's what it is.
I'll be back.
But can you
I'm a
imagine?
little vulnerable.
You're in that room breathing in all that estrogen.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, I watched the Katy Perry movie a mere day after my kid was born.
Yeah.
A little vulnerable.
You'll probably watch it like again in a couple of years and be like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Exactly,
Yeah.
Anthony.
Jesus.
All man here.
Yeah.
What's fireworks?
It was just on a minute
That
ago.
was just the one.
But fireworks, you know, and then people can relate to the song, and they
It's
like,
a literal
and
song.
they
It's not
talked to
like-
their IMAX and made little videos what the song meant to them.
Did the same thing for.
That was a good part of the movie.
Aw.
It's not like a deep song.
It's just about fireworks?
No, it's about.
Does it have to be, though, Sam? Can it just be a guilty
It's
pleasure?
about everyone's
Yes, it
special.
can be a guilty pleasure.
Everyone's
but it's
an
not-
individual.
It's not something we watch a documentary about.
Oh, right?
It's about
Point taken.
It's about being yourself because every other version is taken already, man.
I know it's
What?
about
Is
being
it?
yourself.
Yes.
It's literally, it says that.
Yeah, be
Does it?
yourself. It doesn't matter if you're a little chubby.
I wouldn't even know what this song is about.
It's not as good as Born This Way.
Why
Which
don't you
is
show
about
the
same
video?
thing.
Why don't you show the video? Why are we talking about Katy Perry? It was just a little fucking aside.
Hey, whatever.
I was just saying that I watched that instead of SNL, and I'm glad I did.
She's got a pretty powerful voice. I'll give her
Her
that.
voice isn't bad.
Oh, I've heard this. Oh, yeah.
Here's the video, though.
Isn't this on a commercial, too, or something?
Yeah, what is this on the commercial for?
I don't know.
Fireworks?
Firecrackers, yeah.
Right? Snap at that one. Yes.
I like the other one better.
You don't like this one as much?
It's okay.
Yeah.
But I kissed a girl and I liked it.
And I liked it.
Yeah, is it Toyota? Someone's saying tampons and someone's saying Toyota.
I think both.
Yeah.
I don't think tampons firework would be very good.
No, not at all.
It's like one of those pop things you pull
Cherry
out.
bomb.
A cherry bomb, yes.
I mean, look how fucking hot she is, though.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Oh, no, that's a chubby girl finally going, okay, I can also jump in
Oh,
the pool
'cause she's
because
a
it doesn't
firework?
matter I'm chubby.
That's right. Go ahead, fatty.
Is that what it is? What's happening with the black people? What are
She
black
is
people
pretty.
doing in this?
Who's this bad boy?
What's happening
She's
there?
giving birth to the fireworks are coming out of her
Yeah,
belly.
that looks terrible.
Yeah.
This is scary. And then there's a little cancer kid watching.
Why is he watching?
I don't know.
How depressing. Oh,
So
good.
it is.
This kid has hope, but I don't.
Yeah. Ew, two men
two guys
kissing.
kissing.
Jeez, Opie.
What does that have to do with fireworks?
Well,
Yes.
Did you talk about her wedding or like her marriage?
Nah, that asshole appeared for a couple minutes in the movie.
That's the whole movie.
Yeah,
That's
look
the
at
only
the
thing
fat broad.
interesting.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Exactly.
Well, the fat broad didn't want to jump in the pool with all the good-looking
Now
teenagers.
she's being electrocuted in the pool.
And then she realized, wait a minite, I'm special too. Who gives a fuck?
right.
I'm a little
She's
chubby.
trying to-
I gotta live as well.
Then all the water fucking comes out like a drained amniotic fluid. Just a fat lady at the bottom of the pool.
Yeah, I'm sure Katy Perry doesn't worry about getting fat at all. She's just herself.
She is just herself,
Yeah.
Sam. I learned
Yeah.
that.
Oh, is she?
She's rich, isn't
Even though
she?
she's very famous,
Filthy,
she's still
stinking rich.
she's just a human being in the end, Sam.
She doesn't worry about getting into bathing suit
Nope.
shape.
Nope, you're
No.
right. I'm glad you learned that.
Yes. She doesn't need to be camera ready at all times.
That's right, Sam.
She's herself.
Look at her
I-
dancing around.
Look at the
Why didn't
boobies
they
bouncing.
show the fucking marriage falling apart? That's what you want to see.
Right, just like Russell Brand fucking other chicks
Ah,
or
they
something.
right.
showed her having kind of a nervous breakdown before she played Rio. And then
Russell-
they're all like, "Oh, you think you could do the show, Katie?"
Oh,
I
please.
don't know.
Get up
All
there
right,
and-
give her time. Give her time, everyone.
I'm filming Arthur.
And then, of course, it was so dramatic when she popped up to start the show, like, "Yeah, the show must go on for my
if the show goes
fans."
on?
That's true.
She was having a mental breakdown. She probably shouldn't have played that show
Why was she having a breakdown?
because she learned that the marriage was falling apart.
Russell Brand was
She got a text or
dogging,
something.
was dogging
They didn't
other
even,
chick.
they
Was
didn't even
he?
say what the text said?
I don't know.
No, nothing.
That's great. Why don't you make a movie about yourself and not be revealing at all, except the
Nothing.
bullshit? Just do
Yeah.
behind the music then.
That is true. That's a very shallow.
She played every major city in the world.
Who cares?
She is famous.
She's pretty
Yeah,
famous.
I understand she's famous.
She's got
that
27.
point.
She's got 27 million fucking Twitter followers.
So that's the point of the movie.
Does
Did
she
you guys
really?
know how famous
Something
I
like
am?
that.
Opie's the go-to guy now.
For Katy
For
Perry?
Katy Perry.
I know shit.
She's really got
Just want to
27
prove
million.
to everyone I did watch
Yeah.
this
Does
movie.
she have more than Lady Gaga?
No.
What does Lady Gaga have?
Lady Gaga's the queen of Twitter.
Oh, is
Fuck
she?
out of here.
How many's Justin?
Oh, by the way, Katy Perry greater than Lady Gaga.
No.
Stop
Said
it.
here today.
Stop.
She's greater than Lady
Katy
Gaga.
Perry's doing nothing different.
Let me think.
She doesn't even have a better restaurant than Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
What?
Let me think on that for a couple of seconds. Oh, that's right. I don't care.
Look, yeah, we weren't supposed to discuss this long. It was supposed to be a quick little
Aside.
Well, it shouldn't be.
abuse.
Can you
session.
imagine the abuse that any of us would take if we came in here like, yeah, we're watching Katy Perry movie this weekend?
What?
We'd be obliterated.
No, I wouldn't abuse you.
You wouldn't?
No.
You'd just say,
Well,
oh,
you
how was
know,
the movie?
then you're missing out on a good story. And then her very religious parents sort of accept her.
Did you kind of feel like you could
And
do
I thought
whatever
that was
you
kind
wanted
of
to do
cool
after
too.
it?
Yeah, when the money start rolling, and I bet they accepted her.
Yeah, when they got a cross made of fucking
All of a
gold.
sudden, yeah, right. The golden idol.
You know what? Hey,
Right.
good point. Good point.
Yeah, that happens.
But they don't like when she's has a little, not much clothes
When
on.
she's
though.
Yeah.
just all
That's what the mom
sexily.
said. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't like that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would be great if her father was during being interviewed for the movie. He's like, "Well, I'm happy, but I don't like that every outfit has to have her pussy hanging out of it."
Oh, gee.
The Opie movie would be far more interesting than the Katy Perry movie.
Well, of course.
So
We
how
could use
could-
the soundtrack to be the same.
Yeah,
And I say that because
Opie
I
turned
had
out to be a firework.
Of course, it would be more interesting because I had a crazy fucking upbringing.
Would you use the song though, "Firework," for your movie too? Because it's
wow.
kind of
What
your
would-
story too.
What would my song
Behind
be?
Blue Eyes would have to be.
Yeah, I think that's how you start. No one knows what it's like.
And it would just show Opie telling
be the
jokes,
Opster.
but then intertwined with Opie's sad eyes.
Yeah. Walking home alone, like just stopping to pause to look at something.
Pondering a flower growing, or yeah.
Hold on a second.
What's
he doing in there?
suggestion. He's whispering into my ears. though.
What?
He's got a
More
suggestion
whispering by Iraq.
of the Opie song.
By the way, see, a lot of people say "Leave me alone." I'm very emotional right now because I just had a kid. I'm vulnerable.
Why don't you play the song?
What
Iraq?
other movie should I see while I'm vulnerable? Because this feeling I have, it's
Clockwork
really,
Orange. That'll fix you.
it's really weird and strange. I want to go with it before it goes away forever.
How
again.
about you turn on Lifetime and watch Black Magnolias?
Yeah?
Huh?
Steel Magnolias.
What?
Yeah, it's just black
Why-
people in it.
How is it spelled? S-T-E-A-L? Is
Yeah.
that how you spell
Wait, is
it?
there a lot of black people in
E-L-E?
Steel Magnolias?
I don't remember.
They remade a black version.
Oh,
of it.
no, they did?
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's all black girls.
And what's it called?
Steel
It's
Magnolias.
called Steal
Oh, why
Steal
would they
Them
do that?
Magnolias, yo.
Stealing Magnolias.
Why don't they redo Roots with white people?
Yes. Why don't we?
Or Amistad?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, why not?
Queen Latifah and Claire Huxtable are in it.
What?
Yuck,
When did this
Huxtable.
happen?
Yeah.
And why Queen
Steel
Latifah?
Magnolia.
again?
Because Queen Latifah,
Is
if
she
you
making-
ask Queen Latifah, is one of the most beautiful people on the face of the earth. They fucking parade her around in movies like she's gorgeous.
That's true.
She's a fucking pig. I'm sorry.
fat rapper.
Yes.
I know.
She's got a nice smile.
No.
Guys, she's got a nice smile.
Oh no! Already.
Don't worry, Sam. It goes away.
Wait, what's
God.
a movie
So-
you can watch when you're vulnerable?
Bridges in Madison County.
No.
No.
You should throw in the Justin Bieber movie and let Pop Fever continue.
No.
Because you'll be like, oh shit,
He's
Justin
a
Bieber's
hack.
got a story
I
to
look
tell
good.
too.
Katy Perry, greater than Lady Gaga,
That's
greater than
ridiculous.
Justin Bieber.
No, she's not better than Lady Gaga.
She's not even close.
Yeah, she's very much so.
Lady
She's not even
Gaga.
in the same league as Lady Gaga.
Her concerts seem a bit fun too.
Lady Gaga's
A
concerts
lot
are
of cotton
significantly
candy
better.
and spinning lollipops.
Yeah,
and-
it's all Drek.
Exactly. Gaga's a significantly better
Gaga
performer.
is a gimmick.
I'm a little monster.
Gaga is a gimmick.
So what's Katy Perry doing?
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. If
Shooting
Jimmy's a little
whipped cream out of
monster.
her titties.
Well, look.
Hold
for the
on,
live
Sam.
show.
Jimmy just said he's a little monster. What am I if I and don't? I just set myself up bad. But what am I because I'm a Katy Perry fan?
Well, it starts with that.
Express yourself, self. I love this song. Oh, wait a minute.
Come on, what are the Katy Perry fans called? Because I'm one of them now.
Let's see.
A kitty?
Fishman says Gaga was born this weight. Yeah, because she's fat now. Yeah,
At least-
Katy Perry isn't a big fat slob
Yeah,
now.
but Gaga will get fat for the cause.
No, she won't. She's fat because
She's
she wants to
getting
get
fat.
It's a publicity stunt.
No, it's
though.
not.
It's totally
You
a
don't think it's
publicity
publicity
stunt.
No, I think she's a pig.
I thought it was too, and I texted my ex, and she goes, "No, she's just a fat pothead now."
She's a little pig
She's talking
pothead.
smoking pot. I'm like, you
Right.
know what? That's exactly what it is.
Exactly.
I think it's a publicity
What
stunt.
am I? A Katy Perry fan. If Jimmy's a little monster, I want to be something.
I'm a little
I
monster.
don't know if they have names.
Come on, they have to be named something. That's the new thing.
Lesbos.
Mother monster.
Come on, what am I?
Do you love your mother monster?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
Just Katy Perry fans, yeah. Lesbians.
Lesbos?
Lesbos.
Everyone's saying I got to watch The Iron Gate.
yeah.
Same guy just going over and over again.
Director of the Iron
Yeah.
Gate is feedbacking in.
It's the battle of the catchy tunes, though. Get those songs stuck in your head, all these fucking pop songs.
Oh yeah, I like to move these.
This is so Madonna, though, so stop it. Stop dancing, Sam.
I was born this way. Dancing.
It's a dumb song.
Relax. If they made a documentary about her, you'd love her.
No, Katy Perry songs are deep.
They are.
They speak to the soul.
Do they?
They sure
You
do.
have to go
Sam.
through and look for the subtext, right?
Oh man, I got it right away.
You did. Oh, firework. Not like literally something you launch into the sky, but
That's what I thought it
metaphorically.
was. I thought she was literally just singing about
Firework,
fireworks.
man.
Yeah.
Everyone,
How cool
everyone
they
can
are.
make their mark.
She was pointing at an M80 and being like, baby, you're a
Everyone makes their
firework.
mark. It doesn't matter what you're born with.
Yeah, but doesn't it just fizzle out?
Well,
What if
sure.
it's a dud?
Yeah, it's very temporary.
Or what about the N chasers?
There you
some
go.
people
See?
some people are big fucking 8-inch mortars. Other people are sparklers in this world.
I'm a snake. I just
I'm
come
a
out the ass snake.
I'm a genie. Just take all the duds and empty out the powder and light it.
I'm one of those squealers that you just light and throw on the ground and it just, yeah. Except it doesn't go anywhere.
So if you like Katy Perry, I'm going to go with Tit Monster.
Yeah, I'm a tit monster.
tit monster.
Well, Jimmy's a little monster. I'm
No,
like,
you just be a little titty.
I'm a little titty.
Yeah,
big
a little
titty.
titty.
Yeah.
All right, look, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what, Matt B in
breastfeeder.
Brooklyn? Thank you. Lady Gaga never wrote the song "I Want to See Your Peacock."
Oh.
Was that a deep track?
Well, it was pointed out with the people I was watching the movie with that, this double entendre shit that Katy Perry's doing is, she's singing to little kids, but it's double entendre. When she says, "I want to see your peacock," she's talking about the cock.
Yeah.
Give me
Gaga
the
talks about wanting
peacock
to get
song.
fucked in the ass.
Who does?
Lady Gaga.
Wow, what song is that?
She sings the lyrics, "Want you in my rear window, baby, it's sick." She's talking about getting fucked in her
In a
ass.
duty place.
See, that's
Wow.
that's
In a duty place.
that's going too far.
That's a little
That's going too far.
You got a daughter
Katy
to worry
Perry's like,
about.
"Look, I got big tits, and I want to see your peacock."
You know how angry people are that this song is played like this the third time through?
Well, that's why we're doing it.
Of course it
Don't
is.
people understand that by now?
E-rock.
Could I hear the peacock song
I
with the
don't have
double?
that in here.
What do you mean? It was a
It's
big
not-
hit.
No, it wasn't.
not.
That was a huge hit.
It was not.
Heard it for the first time.
Yeah, it wasn't even a single.
What about "I Want Your Juice in Me"? She sings about having juice in
What?
her.
Juice.
Lady Gaga in Bad Romance talked about getting fucked in her asshole.
Katy Perry
And that
talks
makes
about
her
having
better?
juice inside her.
That makes her better, though, fucked in the asshole?
no, that means
That's
she's a
right.
dirty pig.
She's a
fucking
good girl.
disgusting mess.
Katy Perry's a classy bro.
Yes, Katy Perry's a little more classy.
Because it's okay to have juice in you, but not being fucked in your asshole.
Yeah, Bad Romance is she wants a big prick in her shitter.
Right.
Good girl.
That's a dirty girl.
This song is amazing.
Another
It really
Madonna
is.
wannabe over
This
here.
song, no, there's no
So
song
many
like this
people
song.
saying Katy Perry greater than Gaga.
Because they're not intellectually minded people.
Yeah.
Hudson 666. This October segment is awesome. Very funny, motherfucker.
Find the peacock song online, will you? I'm going to show you how you do that double entendre shit. Not like Lady Gaga, that dirty whore.
I don't think there's been a better pop song since this song came out.
What's that?
I don't think there's been a better pop song than this since this came out.
Yeah, I mean, this
What?
got overplayed, but you're probably right.
What?
Although Alejandro is good.
You like Alejandro?
I hate
Yes.
Alejandro.
Here's Peacock.
Oh.
This is how double entendre is supposed to be done.
Oh, I see.
Wanna see you peacock, cock, cock, you peacock, cock, you peacock.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine.
Yeah.
You're so fine. I lose my mind. It's Mickey.
Hey man, let it
Guy
kick in.
Katy Perry doesn't rip anybody off.
You peacock, cock, cock, street, you got something to show me. Magical
It's no wonder why this song was not a single.
I'm intrigued for a peek.
See, there's an innocence to it.
Baby, let me see what you hiding underneath.
See? You want to see your cock. What's wrong with that, Sam?
Got it.
Let me hear, Something sounds familiar.
Sounds like Rihanna.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine.
Hey, Mick.
Well, I know the Mickey beat, but
It's all right.
chorus sounded like something.
See, she's keeping a little to the imagination. That Lady Gaga is basically talking about getting it in the shitter.
Because she's literally means a peacock, right? Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but this is a lady.
This is a bad song.
This is a lady.
You like this song, Joe?
It's okay.
It's not good.
I don't know what this is.
See?
Well, she keeps saying
Oh,
cock.
it's something about, it almost sounds like Fergie a little bit, right there.
Fergie?
She sounded like Fergie.
Fergie's better than Katy Perry, too.
Hey. Play that peacock part. We had something going on here. Yeah, start from the beginning. Start from the beginning, E-Rock. Hold on, we're going to time this
The
out.
boss said something.
Hold on,
E-Rock.
ready? Both of you at the same time, and go.
I wanna see you peacock, cock, cock. You peacock, cock, cock. You peacock, cock, cock. You peacock. I wanna see you peacock, cock, cock. You peacock, cock.
It's the same song.
Yeah.
You peacock.
Hers is a little slower, so.
It's close, man.
Yeah. Da, da.
Always got to do the slow fade with the
Wham,
E-Rock.
bam. Oh, the slow fade. The E-Rock slow
Turn
fade.
it off.
The E-Rock slow fade. He's working that
He
board.
loves polished radio.
Oh, does he
Everything has
love
to
it?
be
Just
perfect.
He's tapping it down like.
Scott Shannon taught him that.
Yeah. Frank has got the touch of an angel.
You got to slow fade it down, you little fucker.
That's slow fade, E-Rock.
Oh, I get it. Cock.
Peacock. Your peacock, cock.
I gotta watch a
She just wants
documentary
to,
about
she
this
just wants
chick.
to see it. Lady Gaga wants to bury it in her fucking dirty ass.
Exactly.
That's right.
That's terrible. Who wants to just show their cock and not get it touched?
Right.
But I'm just showing she's classy.
She just wants to look at a dick all day.
She's classy.
Yeah.
You got to wine and dine her a little bit. Fucking Lady Gaga just bends over as soon as she meets you and
Exactly.
spreads her ass cheeks.
It's like, I don't
And
want to
says,
look
put
at
it
it.
here.
My asshole's
and
empty.
that ass got to just be fucking a wreck.
Horrible. I'm not like
a,
these guys. That Lady Gaga is
like
horrendous.
a car crash.
I would lick that big fat puss, dive into those deep cheeks.
Deep cheek.
How do you not like Alejandro?
It's a good
Yeah.
song, but it's nowhere near. It's
How do you not like Alejandro?
probably the weakest single on the album.
No, this is one of the better ones.
Alejandro.
Yeah.
It's a
Alejandro.
good song, but
The chorus is just as good.
that's Bad Romance?
Yeah, the chorus.
Fuck out of here.
It is.
It's no Katy Perry.
No, but the
Yeah, I know
chorus.
it's much better.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's way better.
We've gotten spoiled by this. We just know that this has
Yeah.
become the standard.
No, this is
Exactly.
terrible.
No, this is very good.
This isn't even catchy.
But it,
Oh,
the
yeah, it
choruses.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's no Last Friday Night.
No, this isn't catchy.
Yeah, it is.
Wait.
Chorus.
This is the bridge.
Yeah.
Jump off it. No.
Jim, do you sing about Alejandro?
I love Alejandro.
Didn't ABBA have a song that was like Fernando? And it's like this?
Well, it's names that end in vowels. That's the
stop
similarity.
it.
You're
Exactly.
reaching now.
And this is that fucking Madonna song.
It's not Madonna.
They're all Madonna songs, just reworked. There,
Yeah.
Sam.
Where she speaks that other language in it.
Oh, Bonita.
Yes, that's
Oh,
this
La
song.
Isla Bonita.
This is Isla Bonita.
It's the same song, Sam.
It is.
No,
Sam.
I like La Isla Bonita.
It is Sam.
Sam, you're lying.
Give me the Bonita song.
Would you go to La Isla Bonita with Alejandro if you
Sam,
could?
why don't
Yes,
you
I would.
shut up? We're educating you right now.
Let's play the song. Play the Isla Bonita then. It's not the same song.
There's a girl named Abigail.
E-Rock's trying to find it.
I know. He doesn't know how to spell la.
It's not Isla Bonita.
Huge song.
What is it?
I don't know. I'm trying to find the name.
It's La Isla
It's La
Bonita.
Isla Bonita.
You hunk of shit.
It's a giant song.
Why don't you play it there, Sam?
All right.
Thanks, E-Rock. We
Thank
got
you.
it over here.
Thank, we'll take care of it.
Even the fucking internet fucking retard found it.
Thank you,
How
E-Rock.
dare you?
for
So I'm
nothing.
saying that's Ace of Base.
It's a little ace. A little
Yeah,
ace of
see,
base.
Lady Gaga ripping off fucking Ace of Base.
Doesn't sound anything like.
Yes,
And
it
here-
does.
Here he is.
It does.
Alejandro.
No, she dreamt of San Pedro. This
Oh.
cunt. She was dreaming of San Pedro.
Oh.
You
She
know the
talks
words
about
of this?
Yeah, last night I dreamt of San Pedro. Did you?
Son.
Yeah.
San Pedro.
Well, this song is old. They just showed Madonna in this, and she doesn't.
Remember
look
when
like
she
that
used to
anymore.
be fuckable?
I think this is her
There's
best
a time
song.
she was
Yeah.
fuckable.
It's a good song.
You
Yeah.
like this one, Jimmy?
Yes.
Jimmy, you are such a faggot.
So what? Can a man enjoy this and a vagina? Probably not. She wants to be on the fucking La Isla Bonita.
Yeah.
Why are you yelling?
That's when she was Madonna. I don't know who she is now. It's just weird now.
A lot of Hispanic guys, that Madonna.
Oh, jeez. If there's a fucking foreskin, she's in it.
Yeah.
No foreskin, no play.
Oh, look at that guy. Looks like
Yeah.
a fucking bandito.
Oh, you know who that is?
Oh.
Go back. Is that the dude that's in Metallica now?
No.
That looks like Robert Trujillo.
It looks like him,
Let
though.
me see. Go back.
Definitely not.
Why? He had to do shit before Metallica.
All right.
That does look like Trujillo.
Thank you, Jimmy, for backing me up.
He also played for Ozzy and I believe Jane's Addiction.
Jimmy really likes this song.
I do.
He's rocking.
You know what? Like the first verse of this song is good, but I'm tired of it already. It's not that good of a song.
It is.
I've had it with all these songs. So is the audience.
Is the audience
You
annoyed
don't
at this?
speak for the
do they
audience.
hate
I'm enjoying
all this drivel we're playing?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You don't speak for all of them.
I do.
There's a certain.
I'm a
sect.
representative.
Can we play Jim is Awesome?
Yeah, play that.
Please.
Jim is Awesome.
Oh.
I want to know if you like it.
Oh, really? What is this?
It's something I've been working on for a few
Oh, is
weeks.
this my crutch?
Oh.
Oh, no.
I just wanted to play it. I think it's funny. I just
Yeah, we went from having the whole cast of American Reunion to Eugene Levy yesterday. What happened?
What a voice he has, by the way. His voice is awesome.
Oh, no.
It was so hard not to talk about that on the air because I literally got to sit. The shoot was awesome. And the fact that he did this was awesome. Did we talk last week about the Carson documentary that was on PBS?
I fucking didn't see it yet.
Dude, I went online to watch it
Damn
at
it.
5 o'clock in the morning going into Sunday morning. I'm like, I couldn't. I had to watch the whole thing.
Was it great?
Awesome. Dude, there's home footage of him from like the fucking 40s and the 30s. And they talk about how awful his mother was and how she would never give him a compliment. It's an awesome documentary. It was a soap that was on one of the TVs, and I was thinking of exactly that. Like the amount of shooting these guys do.
That's unbelievable.
And memorize script-wise is awesome. I've never.
And I'm helping you out. I'm giving you all the words.
Yeah.
I said great, unbelievable,
Awesome.
awesome.
This was all during one segment, by the way.
The howling one kills me. Ugh.
is awesome. I've never seen him live, and I'm not a Springsteen
amazing.
fan.
That's your
first show?
Yeah,
It was,
that was great.
awesome. And I got some and I liked it, but I just kind of forgot I had it. And then I went and saw him. I was like, fuck, man, he was awesome.
Fucking Keitel crying.
In church?
Yeah.
I watched that scene on YouTube recently. It's awesome.
I want to drive.
That
course
big
it was.
fucking tour bus you showed, Danny, that was awesome.
Of course it was.
How fun is that? That's the video of it. That's the fun part. That's great. Green screen. That's awesome, man. Tom Jones is awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, I just
Awesome.
learned.
We knew we had to tell Jim in advance because
Yeah, I wanted
you
to
would have been
get-
so pissed if you didn't have a glove or
Well, I
something.
got
to
my
get signed.
picture. I got my picture with Mike signed, and but I went and saw the show last night.
How was it?
And he was awesome.
We had Tyson on. Wow.
Yeah, did you?
And amazing.
He's awesome, dude. That studio is awesome. I hate the way I pause before I say it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
You're very
like I'm
emphatic.
choking up on the bat. It's like,
Here it comes.
this
That
is
awesome. Yeah, there's a little delay
That pause there so everybody could leave the room because they're embarrassed for me.
I hate crutches.
Yeah.
We have
Especially
another
when
one
people
that
point them.
Eric
point 'em
thought
out.
of for Jim
Oh,
that
no.
I'm currently working on.
Oh, another one.
These
This
are
is
gonna
so
be
much
awesome.
fun. Yeah, this will be awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. Wow.
Oh, I'm a Katy cat. Nice.
Katie Cat.
I'm a
Oh,
Katy cat.
no.
You could be a little monster. I'm
No.
a Katy cat.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm a little monster.
Full of fucking fruits.
Yo, you got one. You got a few in you.
Oh yeah, I'm a faggot when it comes to a lot of
Everything.
music.
Oh.
Everything when it comes to men.
We're going to do Jocktober next, I guess.
Jacktober.
All right. Mm-hmm. No guests today? That's good.
No guests.
So we'll do a special Jocktober next?
That's one that you'll love.
Terry fucking Clifford.
Don't look at the sheet. Don't spoil
Terry
it for
fucking
yourself.
Clifford.
Oh, did you think of that at all?
All weekend.
Jerry Shepherdini?
Jerry Shepard fucking Dini.
Really?
I'll go.
Jess got so pissed at me because I was like, Jim has a new character. It's just a name now. And she goes, oh, I go, yeah, his name's Jerry Shepardini. And she goes, okay. And I go, but he sings this song that gets stuck in your head. And she goes, oh. And I go, yeah. And she's like, don't do it. And I was like, oh, okay. And then we start talking. And I was like, Jerry Shepardini. She started cursing.
She
at
wasn't
me.
happy.
No.
Nice.
He's
No one
Jerry
likes-
Shepardini.
Yeah, no one likes that.
Jerry Shepardini was stuck in Jess's head, and she hates all of Jim's characters.
Wait, was she thinking of Jerry Shepardini?
And she hates every one of Jim's characters.
She doesn't like. She doesn't like Uncle Paul.
None of them, and she doesn't understand them. She thinks that you're a crazy person for even doing them. She hates the whole concept.
She doesn't like Edgar.
No, she hates Edgar the most because I call her Jessica sometimes.
Jessica.
Jessica. And she's insulted because Edgar told her she was a girl of lower stock.
Lower stock, that's true. Yeah, you did say that.
She doesn't know where Edgar gets off on judging her like that.
Fucking Edgar.
Hilarious. All right, we'll do Jocktober next.
Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Big pimpin', baby.
Jay-Z, huh? How was the Jay-Z show?
Oh, boy.
Unbelievable.
I want to see Jay-Z.
Why?
Yeah,
Is this the, wait a minute. Is this not the song?
What is it?
Oh, it is the song. Is this the song
I
or
don't
the
even-
loop?
What song is this?
I'm just asking if it's the song or
What
the
song
loop.
is it?
I just found out Jay-Z does a line in a Kanye song that I liked that I didn't know was Jay-Z.
Diamond Remix.
Yeah.
What song is this? It's Big Pimpin'.
No,
It's Big Pimpin', baby.
I like the fucking what?
Hard Knock Life.
Yeah. I like that one.
Snoop's in a lot of trouble for that tweet that says like niggas in it.
Oh,
Like,
he won't
Oh,
get in
that's
trouble,
right.
though.
Zero trouble.
Exactly.
You mean Snoop
Yes.
Lion?
Yeah.
Snoop Lion.
Snoop is, yeah, why
And he
isn't
shouldn't get in
voting for
trouble, but
Romney.
it's just-
Oh, yeah, but the other way around, forget
Try
about
it as a comic.
Try it as a comic.
Wait,
right.
what? I don't know this story. I've been out of touch.
He tweeted 10 reasons not to vote for Romney, and I don't mind it. It's, he's a rapper.
Or
He
vote
should
for
talk
him.
like that, or to not vote for Romney.
He said wrote.
It's like a dog. Snoop Dogg.
Sorry, Jimmy.
But he should write. That's how a rapper should write something, and I like that he does it. But if a comic said that, they'd be fucking all over you.
What were some of the reasons?
Because he's not a real nigga, like Obama's a real nigga, stuff like that. But I'm just saying that's what he said, or something.
Yeah.
It's shit to that effect.
There was another thing that was floating around about Romney, blacks for Romney, and it was about how he is a real nigga, Romney.
Oh.
Yeah. He's always like being photographed with money and shit.
Yeah.
He likes
Nice.
the bitches because he's Mormon, so he's gonna he can have a bunch of bitches.
Nice.
What were some of the reasons, Sam?
Oh,
Well, reasons why I'm not voting for Romney. He a white N-word.
you could say
Just
nigga.
say that.
Well, I'm not going to say it because
Give it-
in
I'll do
this
it.
context, I won't say it.
Yeah.
You could say what's
Why?
gonna ruin your career.
He a white nigga. This is Snoop. What Snoop wrote at his Twitter. Why I'm not voting for Romney. 2, this motherfucker's name is Mitt, which is funny. 3, bitch got a dancing horse.
That's
4,
kind of funny.
4, he a hoe. 5, he looks like he says nigger all the time, and he spells it ER.
Yes.
As opposed to, I guess, Snoop, who's made fucking 30 million saying it was
Right.
just the A. Good.
Just the A is different.
This motherfucker's name is Mitt. Reason number 6. Number 7. He always interrupts and talks over people like he's better than them. Bitch, I will beat the shit out of you.
Wow, how do you get away with that?
Well, you're black, and
Sounds
people
like a
have lower
threat.
expectations of black people.
Oh, that's right.
what it is.
Forgot.
Number 8, he's a Mormon, but he ain't got no hoes. That's very funny. Number 9, he reminds me of every boss I ever hated. And number 10, this motherfucker's name is Mitt. Now, right next to that, this is all written on loose leaf, photographed, and tweeted. Why I am voting for Obama. He a black nigga. That's what he said. 2, he mad cool, yo. 3, that nigga look like he can fight. 4, he wears a do-rag like me. 5, Michelle got a fat ass. Good thing it's not homeless Charlie.
Oh, right, exactly.
6, he's BFFs with Jay-Z. 7, he's hugged Beyonce before and sniffed her neck, which is funny. 8, we use the same hair clippers. 9, he smokes Newports. 10, I seen that nigga hoop before and he got a jumper.
It's almost like a child is writing that.
But it is
It's trying to be funny.
It is entertaining.
There's
but it
funny.
doesn't bother me.
I understand that. It is funny. But there's a whole thing in there. There's a whole thing in there that's very
I only find
indicative.
it annoying because you'd get in trouble doing the reverse. That's the only reason.
Man, would you get hung out to dry.
Yeah.
He said he didn't write the list.
Oh,
Who said
really?
he wrote
He said it's an anonymous list.
I'll get stop
Whatever.
it.
That's anonymous, yo. Yeah, Snoop Dogg for T-Mobile. I like when he would do that shit, like all his street cred, but then he's like, yeah, you gotta eat your Cheerios. Really?
I wonder if
We're
there'll be
having-
any backlash like there was for Gilbert making fun of Asians.
Never.
I wonder if there'll be any gig loss like there was for Gilbert. No?
Never.
Nope. All good.
No way.
Is it time for Jocktober?
Yes.
Jacktober.
Well, let's hit that thing then, Era.
It's Jocktober.
Is it?
A celebration of all things shitty in radio.
That's not very nice.
Fantastic failures of pontificating proportions.
That's so bad. Wow.
An interactive exploration of what makes radio rancid. Jocktober.
OMG.
Hosts, holes, bits, and stunt boys.
This isn't funny.
It's time for Jocktober.
Yeah.
That's right, Jocktober.
Love me some Jocktober.
Uh,
You know why I like Jocktober?
Why?
Reason number one, them niggas be crazy.
Yeah.
That's right.
That is funny. He's a Mormon. He ain't got no hose.
He ain't got no hose.
There's some funny lines in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michelle got a fat ass.
Are you ready for the unveiling?
Yeah, the
Please.
unveiling. We didn't know who we were going to feature because it's folded over. It says special welcome back Opie edition.
That's right.
It's not me, is it?
No, you'll like it.
You worried it was going to be you?
Oh, fuck.
Are you happy?
Sort of. I was hoping for Terry Clifford.
She'll come. Her time will come.
man.
Why would you rip it in half?
didn't
You
mean
haven't
to.
even started.
It's Scott and Todd.
Yeah!
It's Scott and Todd.
Scott and Todd. Oh, E-Rock just perked up. Very happy. His
He hates this
mentors.
E-Rock, you want to leave the room so you can't get in
man.
trouble with those guys?
I'm fine.
You sure you're fine? Are you over your Scott and Todd thing?
Yes.
Bullshit.
Will this include? Let me just try something. Will this include some bits that they're benchmark bits?
Maybe.
Maybe. How about a song parody?
Wouldn't be Scott and Todd without a song parody, would it?
With the shoehorning?
Oh God, I love it.
Congrats.
Oh,
Wait, what
look
does
at
that
that.
say?
Oh, congrats,
Congrats,
Ope.
Ope. Love the morning mashup.
The morning mashup.
Aw.
They're congratulating you.
That's very nice.
She'd be fun to make out with.
What did you
think so?
think?
Yeah.
With
Yeah?
Nicole?
Yeah. Horrible to hang out with, though.
Well,
Coke
because
binge.
yeah, you know, if you're into
If that's
like
what she does.
drinking,
Is
and
that what she does?
drugs?
Has she admitted it?
She has not admitted it, but she did come on the after show the other day and announced that the room smells like cocaine.
Yeah.
To which I said, you can't say something smells like cocaine and then say you don't do it, because how would you know what it smells
you wouldn't
like?
just smell it. It's not like you walked in someone's house and just went, "Oh, you got some coke."
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
What does cocaine smell like?
It smells almost like cat piss sometimes.
It gives you a medicinal drip in the back.
No, the Opster did some coke,
Oh man.
but I don't remember what it smelled like. It's been way too long.
Get zooted.
What does it actually smell like?
I did a
Smells
pound
like
once.
smells like angels.
I don't remember what it smells like.
It's very chemically. Yeah.
No, I'm trying to go back in time.
Oh,
Come on, give me a smell that we could like relate it to.
Would scratch and sniff cocaine be illegal? They should do
That's a
that.
good question.
You just scratch and sniff.
Little song parody about cocaine.
All right, whatever. Then. Scott and Todd, Jocktober time. These guys have been on New York radio forever.
Yeah.
They're horrible.
You don't like them?
Who did I just read?
are
Thank them.
horrible.
Who just thanked Scott and Todd? I started reading Peter Chris's book. It might have been.
Really?
Oh yeah, Scott Shannon. I think he said for helping make Beth the biggest song Kiss ever had. So maybe he was one of the first guys to play
How did he
it.
do that?
I was just reading the
Look, Scott Shannon
back
had,
then.
E-Rock suggested it though.
and I say this in the past tense, Scott Shannon had an amazing career.
Yeah.
He really did. Had. But this new version of him has been horrible for a long.
Was he
fucking
alone before
time.
Todd? Was it just Scott before
Oh
Todd?
yeah. Todd used to work with my pal that I started radio with in Albany.
Scott Shannon, we're doing Mojo Radio. Remember
Mojo Radio? He did.
That's what he did.
Didn't he
Mojo.
start?
E-Rock's laughing.
E-Rock, give us his bio really fast. Didn't he do the pig shit too?
No, he didn't do any pig stuff. He did Mojo Radio when he came to PLJ. He left.
Oh, what is that? Right.
Hey.
This is crazy.
We haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is part of Jocktober?
Let's not have any
Oh, no, spoiler.
What year did he come to New York, you think? 70s?
82. 81.
Scott
82.
Shannon. But let me give you a little fucking radio history. The guy I started radio with, who now hates me because we featured him on Jocktober last year. Unknowingly to me, and I swear to God, Jim, please believe me.
You've tweeted him?
Yeah.
He won't respond.
We fucking actually roomed together. We actually fucking ran the radio station one summer.
Does he follow you on
Just
Twitter?
me and him with radio dreams.
Oh, no.
No, I follow him. He doesn't follow me. He doesn't want anything to do with me. You pieces of shits. But he, Todd used to work with Jim. I'm not sure if he was Jim Crow back then, in Albany at The Fly.
Fly.
And then Scott Shannon grabbed Todd out of Albany.
What was Scott?
And then my pal Jim, went on and has had a successful career in his own right. He's in Nashville now.
Where's Scott? Where did he start?
Fuck, I don't know.
Was he popular before New York?
Alabama.
He started in Alabama. He became really famous in Tampa, and then came to New York.
Oh, when you were
started
down
Z100.
there going to high school, right?
No.
He must have loved him.
In your
Oh, yeah.
speedboat.
Pretty cool, huh?
Strapped
What
the
a great
radio
way to
to
go
it.
to fucking high school,
I
man.
know.
You went to high school in a boat?
Yep.
He used to, yeah.
Wow.
Florida.
Jesus.
Must have been something.
So what do we know about him? So he moved to New York when?
82. Started Z100.
Started Z100, which was a massive station.
Oh, he started that.
Yeah.
Still does well, but where are they now?
WPLJ.
Oh, they're at PLJ?
Still.
I swear to God, I forgot that.
91.
They've been at WPLJ, since 1991, and they have done, since we've been monitoring over 5 years, the exact same show every one of those days.
Wow. That's amazing.
The exact same show.
Amazing.
Then why is it if me and Aunt over the years had to change our shit up all the fucking time?
No, it goes banter.
Can you imagine doing the same show every? Well, we kind of do. I
Well,
guess.
no, it's
No, you don't. This is literally, it's banter, Hollywood on the Tens, phony phone call, song parody.
Oh, they found the
repeat.
chemistry. It's the chemistry.
They have no chemistry.
None.
the formula, I should say.
Yeah,
Formula
they disguise
without
it.
chemistry, right?
Yeah.
I wonder how much they make a year.
A lot, I'm sure.
Really?
Millions.
Scott owns his own radio network, too.
What?
Jesus Christ.
How old is Scott? 60?
He's almost 70.
Wow.
Yeah. He owns a network that's syndicated across the country. It's just oldies music.
Okay.
Great.
So he's smart.
Oh, he's a smart business.
He's a millionaire, right?
Multi.
He stinks. He's horrible.
I want to hear. I love his voice.
Yeah. Let's give. Why don't we start?
All
it?
right, sorry.
Talking rock.
Scott starts up some of that classic Scott and Todd banter. Scott and Todd, today's Jocktober.
Well, here's the deal.
Well, here's the deal. What's wrong with his mouth? His mouth looks like it's hanging. Here's the deal.
I've had so much work done, it's pulled my mouth. It doesn't close anymore.
I think you're right, though. I think that's exactly what's happening.
They probably hit a nerve or something.
Oh, man.
Here's the deal.
I bet you part of his mouth is numb.
Louis beans. Well, here's the deal. I had a guy drop me off in Connecticut.
Right.
Up in Fairfield.
You had a golf outing yesterday, we should say. You weren't playing out with your shovel and pail.
I was up at the Brooklawn Golf Club in Fairfield. So I got there. It's about, I don't know, it's about an hour and 10 minutes from the city, maybe 45, 50 minutes from my house. So I'm
Thank you
stuck
for that.
at the mercy of my friends whenever they want to come home, right? So I'm catching a ride back home.
Right.
And I'm waiting. I said, Bill said it's just going to sprinkle a little bit and it's going to
And
clear
we're going to be
up.
all right.
Yeah, it didn't work that way.
No.
No.
It just kept coming down and coming down and coming down.
Holy shit.
Wait a minute, what happened?
All right.
That's a weather break?
He went to Joe Nolan's forecast from yesterday was off.
Oh, he's making fun
yeah.
of a weather guy for not getting the weather right.
Didn't you hear what he said?
Oh.
I'm stupefied at his voice. That's weird.
Oh,
There's something-
45 minutes past the hour.
Something bad going on there. He's spitting.
What else did he say? Within his F word was messed up.
Yeah,
No, he said something, right?
Yeah, I
Didn't
heard
he
it.
stumble?
There's a few of them in there.
What was the F word in the middle?
I don't want to play it again. Please don't.
Just for a second. How about just for a second?
What part of it was?
Just the beginning. It was in the first couple of seconds.
It was?
Yeah, it was.
Maybe we take it from the top.
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal. I had a guy drop me off in Connecticut.
Right.
Up in Fairfield.
You had a golf outing yesterday, we should say. You weren't playing out with your shovel and pail.
I was up at the Brook Lawn Golf Club in Fairfield. So I got there.
He S's his F's, if that makes sense.
Horrendous.
That was on the radio?
And a lot of people listened to it.
Wow. What was the bit? Making fun of the weather guy for getting the forecast wrong, I guess?
Theoretically. But what happens when Scott does like his jokes is Todd gives him nothing.
Look, I know.
Every time.
Yeah.
He hates him.
Todd hates him.
You could tell.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're listening to it, you could tell. Todd gives Scott absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Eric, is that true? You used to work for them, don't they?
They're not in the same studio when there's a break.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Not even for the music
This
or
was
anything?
back in the late '90s when I was there. They'd come in when the show started. During the break, one would leave, one would be in there, and then the second that show was over, one's out the door.
Really?
Yeah.
No chit chat?
Not that I saw. No.
Wow.
And you could tell because Todd gives Scott nothing. As far as
No.
Todd's concerned, he's the funny guy, and Scott can keep his humorous anecdotes to himself.
Good news, though. They got a lot of Facebook friends.
Yeah, and
For a
lot
show
of
that's been around forever, they're doing pretty well on Facebook.
Are they?
Yeah.
How many people?
2,688.
Here's a deal. Well, 2037 yesterday. Here's a deal.
a lot of their listeners are.
And the rain just kept coming down. I saw Ted Sheckler.
He's a boob.
We start at phase 2, by the way, because they already do not have their public wall open. I don't know if that's something we can take credit for or just what they do. But
I like it. I like listener posts. I don't even hear listeners posts. They told in to hear me. But the rain was coming down. I wanted to do a post about how much it was raining in Fulford, Connecticut.
Jesus.
It was raining like crazy.
Maybe he was just talking. The spittle was hitting him in the face.
I went for my friend. There's a deal. I like to get home right away.
they're going through and deleting comments, but they're coming in too quick.
They're deleting them already?
Yeah.
But they call me a rocket and cut. Delete that. It's not true. I sound marvelous.
You think he knows that Eric Nagel is responsible for all this?
Oh, Eric.
I love Frank. Nice to him. Turn it on me. Tell her anything he knows. He's turned on me like Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. I told him all he's slow fade out of the song, fat boy. Where do you think he got that? He didn't think about it in his own fat little head. That came out of my fat head.
Hey, that's too funny.
He was in there eating Fluffernutter.
You're making Scott sound too funny now. Stop.
Fat little Nagel kid.
Yeah,
Fat Nagel kid.
Fat little Nagel kid.
Where's that fat little Nagel kid? I need Fluffernutter. He's a traitor. A traitor, I tell you.
Scott and Todd talk about Britney Spears. Listen as Scott adds. Anyone?
Nothing.
Well, it's the Spanish version.
Oh.
No,
Nada.
Britney Spears is 30, and I tell you that because it makes the story all the more interesting. Her daddy and her fiance have set all the parental controls on her internet and cell phone usage.
Come on.
They're afraid if she reads a negative story about herself, she will go into another tailspin, and it's their job to keep her sane and working and making money.
Well, you know, they've really done a great job with her. It's obvious that she needs strict guidance as she goes through her life.
She's 30.
But this is a hair
I
ridiculous, though.
understand that, but I mean, something's off with her.
Yeah,
She's got a
Well,
problem.
then she's got to fend for herself. She's 30 years old. Your mommy and daddy can't be setting your DVR so you don't see brief nudity on Homeland.
How about she's probably to her dad? Dad, this kids keep talking about Google. What is that?
Everybody
Google?
watches this Homeland show too, but my TV won't get it.
You got a broken TV.
That's for your own good.
Well, if they let her go, the next thing you know, she'll be running around with that broomstick with her head shaved or whatever the hell.
But she already does that. Aren't you responsible for your own actions at 30 years old?
Yes.
Yeah, well. Sometimes you don't need to be, though.
You have to be.
What?
You're 30 years old.
Well, she's going to marry this guy, and then he can keep an eyeball on her.
Wait, what happened?
It's beyond me.
What happened there?
Scott's interjection. Because I get such a kick.
I love when Sam starts crying.
He just starts crying.
Because there are times, I don't know, there'll be some funny shit going on in the studio. You look over at Sam, he just stares at you.
Yeah.
Stone-faced. But then we get this version where you're crying. It's so
I
funny.
feel a weird sense of humor, I suppose, because nothing's funnier to me than hearing this like terrible banter, and they're all throwing these bad jokes back and forth, and then Scott just chimes in with, "I got broken TV."
That was the worst fucking improv ever.
Broken TV. Yeah,
Broken
Scott,
just says that. Broken
we got it,
TV.
Scott.
See, they're talking about the DVR set. He takes it wrong. It's not about a broken TV, shithead.
Broken TV. You gotta go to the Rexall and get some new tubes for the TV. How old is
It's
this?
like having a broken tongue.
Yeah, something like that.
Because the way I see this show is like Todd is forming this show the way he sees fit, and he's got the rest of the studio on his side. So it's like this whole group of people,
But you know
and
what?
Scott is this island that's not connected with this group of people.
But you know what? In all
whatsoever.
fairness, Todd's a pussy. He should
Yeah, he is.
have went off on his own a long time ago. Then
No, he's
'Cause
passive aggressive about it.
because he has way more energy and he's a lot younger.
He
And he obviously doesn't like the guy. So fucking move on and do
How
your own
old is
show.
he? How old is Todd?
He's probably in his early 50s, I would say.
So,
But he frosts his hair to make him
frosts
look
his
like
hair.
he's in his late 20s.
let me see a picture of them on the website. Ew.
He has frosted tips.
Ew. No, he doesn't. No, I
He's
don't.
all blonde now.
Oh, now he's all blonde.
Frost your hair, you're like a faggot.
15 years ago, he had a brunette mullet.
Yeah, who didn't though, right?
Well,
Oh. Hey. There you go.
all right, listen.
Is that
let's-
recent?
Yeah.
Why do they have Todd? I like the fact that Scott stands in the back.
Way
There's
there.
way in the
Because
background.
Todd gets in the room first, and then he takes the space.
Yeah, all right, here you got pictures.
No, that's calculated. Scott knows his face looks better if it's a little further back.
Let's get some layers in
A
front
little
of me.
forced perspective.
Yeah, he's back there, but his head is the same size as everyone else's.
It really is.
That's weird.
How big is his fucking head? All right, let's continue. More of the Scott and Todd
Please.
chemistry flows from the radio during this break about Billy Corgan. We had Billy Corgan on.
Yes.
He met Taylor Swift, though. Not a
Taylor
fan of
Swift
Taylor
is-
Swift, though.
You are or not?
No, not really.
What?
She's
Because you're mean.
She's a phony.
Taylor Swift is awesome.
She's gonna be here someday.
Her dumb innocence drives me nuts. Her dumb fake innocence.
You don't like that?
She's the bomb.
She stinks. That golly gee attitude she has at every. Oh my God! Really, me
You don't
again?
think,
I once. Oh my God! I can't believe it.
You're not buying that?
Not at all.
Scott and Todd Showbiz on the 10.
Remember from like 1991 when Billy Corrigan was a thing?
Yeah, I remember him.
You know, from
Yeah, I
Smashing
was
Pumpkins.
50 years old. Of course
Well, he's
I
back in
remember
the
him.
news. He's being sued by Eric Dane, that's McSteamy from Grey's Anatomy. He's married to actress Rebecca Gayheart. Now, what happened was during a storm, Corrigan's eucalyptus tree crashed through McSteamy's Beverly Hills home. Rebecca was home at the time, pregnant. 9 months pregnant. She had to flee the house. She was almost killed.
I got a tree on my house.
Holy shit!
Holy shit! Nothing.
He's got nothing.
But he has confidence.
Yeah, I got a tree on my house. I got a tree on my house.
'Cause that's really what she had.
How could he not be your favorite?
Yeah, when you're
radio
going for
personality?
comedy, you
That's
can't
great.
just like
State the obvious.
state the obvious.
There's water droplets falling. Yeah, I got a tree on my house.
This year for Jocktober, can I do Scott and Todd once a week?
It really is
No, it's
amazing.
too much
I
out there,
love,
Sam. It's
I
too
love
much.
Scott's just obvious
You
throw
could
out.
get you could give us a peek.
Just a little touch.
Like a track in between all the other tracks.
Okay,
Maybe an example of Scott just throwing in something stupid like, I got a tree on my house. Broke a TV. I got a tree on my house. My car's in my garage.
Can we hear that line one more time? Because it's a
There's water
valueless
in my
line.
swimming pool.
He makes millions, to state the obvious, during comedy.
Beverly Hills home. Rebecca was home at the time, pregnant, 9 months pregnant. She had to flee the house. She was almost killed.
I got a tree on my house.
Are you a private citizen?
And he goes,
Do you think Todd laughed at that?
No.
no.
Todd will never give him an inch.
Well,
Never
why
give him
should he, though?
Never give him a sympathy laugh because he's trying to turn the show against Scott slowly.
Pregnant. She had to flee the house. She was almost killed.
I got a tree on my house.
That clip should be added to the
I got
intro
a tree on my
immediately.
house.
That's
great.
fucking terrible.
Oh, is that great?
Is it bad, Jimmy?
That's awesome.
Killed.
I got a tree on my house.
I got a tree on my house.
What does that mean?
Oh, man.
Flee the house. She was almost killed.
I got a tree on my house.
Can you, a private citizen, own a eucalyptus tree?
I believe so.
Isn't that the stuff that's in the Vicks Vapor Rub?
That's right.
Yeah.
I think it's all right.
You can rub that on yourself.
That's
out
right,
there
and then
if you have a
Ricola.
cold.
Yeah.
And then the Ricola horn with the cough drop.
They probably have the Ricola tree also in that yard.
I don't think you can grow a cough drop tree.
Holy fuck.
He's like, shut up, old man. You're
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
Make way for Todd.
Yeah, here comes Todd with some funny
Watch
banter.
out for Todd.
Yeah.
God, he's wow. What?
I don't know what that is.
It's horrible.
You don't think Ricola tree is a good line?
I didn't get it.
I made a tree out of cough drops.
Now it's on my house.
And then Todd just has to stop everything and be like, no, you don't understand. That's physically impossible.
Yeah, it's people don't do that.
Couldn't happen.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Well, the first few clips certainly featured how awful Scott is, and now the next clip will show you how bad Todd is.
Oh,
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Song parody time.
That's right.
They do
Song
them every day?
parody time.
Every single day, 7:30 and 9:30.
he writes a
Unless
song
that's the-
parody a day.
I think
well, obviously.
he's got.
Yeah, it is obvious.
Right.
What am I saying?
Look,
It's very obvious.
Just imagine your favorite band and them writing a song every day. Guess
Having
what?
to write a song a
Guess
day.
what? You would hate that band.
And they would just not be very good. Yes.
So obviously he writes one every day.
Yeah.
But
But he always
syndicated
delivers.
or no? Just New York.
Huh?
Just New York.
I believe it's just New York.
Is it just New York, E-Rock?
I think so.
Yeah, they tried syndication and it didn't work.
Didn't work after all.
So why they continue to do okay in New York?
Soccer moms. Long Island and New Jersey.
There's
moms
soccer
love
ball
them.
on my roof.
I bet Todd blames the syndication failing on Scott.
You think so?
sure.
Yeah, Todd thinks Scott Shannon is
You think-
washed up.
Do you think they play to the Pinterest crowd?
They try.
Definitely.
Pinterest?
They try.
That's for soccer moms.
What's Pinterest?
Oh, it's the latest hubbub in social media.
I don't know. You put pins on stuff you like or something.
Ew.
It's for ladies.
Sounds great.
Here's what's the song parody about?
Well, they start. It's what I like about Todd's song parodies.
Oh God.
Is that it always gives you a slice of pop culture in there. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Little pop culture commentary goes
And you
into
sort
it.
of know the song, right?
Right.
What's happening now?
The original song.
It may be an older song, but
you know it.
The jokes are topical.
Right.
Oh, I kind of like that.
And it's like, oh, it gives me something to listen to and something to talk about at the water cooler.
Uh-huh.
Is there any shoehorning?
I mean, Todd's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
So at this point, he knows how to structure a song.
He knows how to fit a word in where it has the same amount of syllables
That's exactly
as the
right.
original, so you're not getting off the beat of the song.
Right.
Because
Just-
that ruins a song parody to me. I hate that.
Just because he does a song a day
yeah.
doesn't mean that he rushes through them.
Yeah.
You know, it's
All right,
like
let's-
creativity.
Putting the accent in the wrong spot to suit the music.
He doesn't do
That's okay, good.
Waking up with Scott and Todd. 95.5 PLJ.
Understand, girl or man,
You're a mess if you're a low hand. Your alibi is you were...
Already.
A low hand.
A Lohan. So, Lindsay Lohan.
It's about...
But you want to talk about a Lohan. A Lohan.
Not a low hand.
Already, he's shoehorned in a Lohan.
Good man. Da-da-da. A low hand.
And this is to the Spider-Man theme.
Correct.
He's out of songs. Is that it?
It's kind of clever.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
I would bet Chip likes this one.
I think these guys are great. I mean, Scott was talking the other day, right, about this tree that fell on. And he said something like, "There's a fucking tree on your house." Me and my mother were laughing. She's like, "Chip,
right?
did you hear that? Get in here." And she told me. I was like, "Ma, you're crazy." Hello, Han. This is fucking good.
A Lohan.
Understand, girl or man, you're a mess if you're a low hand. Your alibi is you were high. Doesn't matter how hard you try. You're screwed if you're born a low hand.
Oh, my God. Lohan.
If you're born a Lohan.
What? It fits. It's perfect.
I got a tree on my head. Get the tree on my head.
God, the song parody's broken.
I got a tree on my house. I got a tree on my head. I got a tree on my tongue. I got a tree on my tongue.
It's broken.
Tree.
Tree is broken.
Him and Imus would be a good team.
Yeah, well, I'm talking like this now.
Yeah, they're similar.
There's a tree on my house, and a tree on your house. A tree fell on my roof. A tree fell on your roof.
Oh, God, I would listen to that every day.
You wouldn't get much more out of those two.
No.
Born a low hand.
They're laughing in the background.
Hit and run just for fun. Trouble follows you by the ton. Dad's a wank, mom's a skank. That's the couple Lindsay can thank. She's screwed, being born a low hand. Have a drink, pop a pill, and go on Dr. Phil. Try to fix 30 tricks, then lie to Judge Alex.
Wait, what happened there?
To Judge Alex.
Yeah.
Oh.
I hate the laughter in the background.
Oh, they're laughing in the back. I'm like, first time I heard this.
Well, that's the
probably don't
uncomfortable
understand.
laugh. See what happens when there's no funny going on, then you kind of start laughing.
No, see, Scott and Todd in the morning, whatever they are listening right along with the listeners. Like, it's all of us listening together.
So they're just enjoying it themselves.
We're all laughing together. Like, they're laughing where I'm laughing.
They're not cueing the audience like you should laugh right here.
No, it's not like a human laugh track. No, it's not that at all.
This is so bad.
They argue, then they sue. That is nothing special or new. When they fight late at night, somebody winds up getting a bite. Oh man, it sucks to be a low hand. Go to jail, get out on bail. They just ignore the justice scale.
Ignore.
Throw a punch, have sex at lunch. They're like the evil Brady Bunch. You're screwed if you're born a low hand.
That's what I'm laughing in the background.
If they're out on a date and things seem like they're great, wait a minute or two for the lights, red and blue. Red and blue. 'Cause Dean is dumb and Mike's a bum and Lindsay's been banged more than a drum and the universe has a curse. Every one of them is perverse. You're screwed if you're born a low hand. That's the answer.
Wow, how many key changes is he going to do? Like it's in Vegas.
You can't see that debris, even if it is just downly or screwed. If you meet a low hand.
Oh, yeah. This is Scott and Todd in the morning.
Then right to the sweepy.
You know what I just realized?
Yeah.
Todd Pettengill definitely is so pissed off that Rob Bartlett gets all the Broadway roles.
Oh, he wants to be
in
Broadway.
so bad. And he just curses about Rob Bartlett.
Oh,
all the
listen
time.
to him. He's fucking putting on a production. Here, he's doing those fucking key changes where it goes up like Vegas.
You're probably not allowed to bother Todd when he's in his studio.
Oh, don't bother me. I'm creating.
Yeah.
He's in his zone.
The lights red and blue.
Oh.
Da 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 da.
You get a surprise.
Yeah.
Can't say the red and blue lights.
What are the red and blue
no.
lights about?
I guess police cars have that.
Oh,
Oh, right.
Honk, honk.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, 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 oh. She's been banged more than a drum. Oh. Fucking Scott almost fell off his chair right
Drums
there.
are very tribal.
I don't like how
My
Scott,
tongue's been banged more than a drum.
I don't like how Scott sells for Todd all the time.
Yeah.
Every time Todd does something, Scott is just selling.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then Scott tries to put his own shit out, and he just gets the big no sell from Pettingale.
Nothing.
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 Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
The other thing that Todd's really good at, besides song parodies, obviously,
Oh, boy.
That's what he's known for.
he's great at the song parody. He knows how to do a good phone scam, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no. The phone.
and I love pointing this out
no.
every year.
That's the other thing, by the way.
The
every
phone
single day.
scam is dead in radio because you're not allowed to do them anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
But they continue to do them using people that they know, sales girls and whatnot.
Right.
I believe that in most cases, but if you listen to this call, if they're acting, they deserve an Academy Award.
So they're taking chances.
I believe-
They're saying, fuck you, FCC. We're going to continue doing the phone scam.
I believe based on the length of the call,
Wow.
the scenario,
Wow.
and just the back and forth between the two, that there's no possible way this could be fake.
Damn.
All right.
Well, fuck me running.
I mean,
Yeah.
I separated into tracks for you, but the total length of this phone scam, like, how long would you say a phone scam should be on terrestrial radio?
45 minutes or so.
Yeah.
All right, Chip. Good one.
This one was a little shorter. He did a 7-minute.
Oh,
long
my God.
phone
We're not
scam.
listening to all 7 minutes, are we?
Well, I'm not going to cut off his punchline.
Oh, my God. Why would you do this? People are going to hate fucking
I'm
Jocktober.
sure we'll be able to chime in on some of the acting and setup.
Well, no, where it would be. This is just a straight 7-minute phone call.
Gold.
Well,
It's actually really good.
here we go. It starts here. Phone scam begins. Scott and Todd being featured on Jocktober today.
95.5 PLJ.
So it's got to be noisy.
Scott and Todd in the morning at exactly 7:30, and being the sticklers for promptness, right? We remind you it's time for the phone scam. Pay attention. We'll get you in to see Daughtry. It's a meet and greet.
The other thing about regular radio, they do their best bit at 7:30 in the morning. That means they think this is amazing.
Literally every single day. 7:30 and 9:30. Phone scams on PLJ.
Daughtry, listen, Daughtry.
Because they've learned by using people meters that you need some kind of schedule for the listeners.
Of course.
7:30 is always the best bit of a radio show.
Sure, they'll prove it.
Yeah,
right here.
this is the best bit of the morning, as far as I'm concerned.
It's a meet and greet situation. We're doing it all day today. 7:30 a.m., 12:30, and then 5:30 this afternoon.
This is all about a fellow who's experiencing a terrible problem with his Bluetooth device. He's got to call the store where he bought it and see if they can help him out. The phone scam is called Selly Belly.
Customer service.
Yeah, you got some juice head back there in tech support I can yammer with or what?
Excuse me?
You in charge back there or what?
Can I help you with your cell phone service?
Not exactly. I need somebody in that joint with some actual practical knowledge about Bluetooth devices and the extraction of same.
I might be able to help you.
You're a Bluetooth expert?
I have some knowledge of it.
All right. My name is Alcoon Slambag, and I live in Mamaroneck, okay?
Okay.
I was in...
Slam bag.
Alcoon Slambag.
And she just goes, okay.
Oh, okay, that's your
Okay,
name.
can I
Let me
help
write
you?
that down.
I live in
Alcoon
Mamaroneck.
Slambag.
I listen to the laugh they give him in the back for his funny name.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and
yeah.
he found the funniest city in Westchester.
That's hilarious.
Mamaroneck.
That's hilarious.
Slambag, and I live in Mamaroneck, okay?
Okay.
I was in there a couple of months ago, and I purchased one of them Bluetooth devices.
Right.
And I swallowed it.
And you, excuse me, you swallowed it?
I swallowed it.
Okay.
And it's in my gut or my intestines or someplace, and it's still ringing.
Can you imagine? I know, that's what I'm saying. Can you imagine swallowing a Bluetooth?
No, I'm a little
bullet,
more
yes.
upset.
Oh. You guys, you weren't on the same.
A little more, yeah, it's the actual bit.
Oh.
That's the ringing.
How is this supposed to be at all believable? Who's in their car driving, listening to this, going, "Oh my God, I couldn't get out of the car. I have to figure this out."
You're questioning the plausibility of the premise?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
The fake name, her not reacting to the fake name.
Alcoon Slambag? From America?
Slam bag.
Why would he tell her his name?
Yeah, why would he
What
do
an
that?
idiot.
Why is he's trying to pull like a Frank Rizzo, but a little different, so it's not completely a ripoff, but it's the same character.
Slambag is original, though.
Yeah,
that's good.
Frank Rizzo is not a funny name, though. Alcoon Slambag.
Alcoon
That's a funny
Slambag.
name.
Open your fucking ears, Alcoon Slambag.
Did he ever do Alcoon Slambag when you were working there? No. Oh.
This hilarious and real prank call continues.
And
Listen,
you need somebody to help
you know
you
what?
out.
Here's what I don't want to have happen. Okay, I don't expect to be laughed at when I call tech support and explain my problem. You understand?
I'm sorry.
I don't think that's right.
Okay, yes, I apologize. Now, you want someone to do what for you?
Well, here's the other thing. This is keeping me awake because at night when my stomach lights up like a menorah candle.
That sounds like something you're going to have to take up with your doctor.
No, this is, I got my service from you and I pay my bill every month.
I'm not sure how we can help you.
Well, like I say, it's like a menorah candle because the light on the device must be blue, and my whole lower region takes on the afterglow of the unit.
Okay, well, that doesn't sound like something we can help
Well,
with.
my question for you, you're the Bluetooth person, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay, my question for you is two-pronged, like your earlobes. Number one, how long can I expect a battery to last? Because I'm expecting a call, and so far I've been able to answer by pressing my belly button. And thirdly, you're laughing again.
I was coughing.
See what I mean? You're coughing?
Excuse me.
I can't.
It just makes you mad.
I'm mad.
Yeah, we've all been on with customer service. I'm mad, too.
No. See, you're not
You hear that's the
understanding.
belly button thing? No, that's fucking hilarious.
You said it, Chippa.
Fucking answers by pressing his belly button. This guy's out of control.
A menorah candle.
Yeah. How does he talk, though, with the thing in his fucking stomach, cocksucker?
It's crazy, dude.
It makes me mad because if this show was out of like Elmira, New York, I wouldn't give a fuck. But
Right.
New York is like the #1 radio market in
It's New
America,
York
and this is the shit these people have to listen to.
They want to listen to
Yeah,
this.
exactly. They're like, oh my God,
tuned
this
in.
lady
Well-
has no idea. That's Todd, not Alcoon Slambag.
The guy's leaving the house. Guy's leaving the house to go to work, and he's like rushing, like, oh, it's 7:30. I got a phone scam.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss it. He gets in the car, and it's like, I want a phone scam. And he's like, yes, I made it.
His wife's like, don't forget to kiss the kids goodbye. And he's like, no, can't do.
Phone
It's
scam.
7:29.
Phone scam.
Phone scam time
Phone scam time.
with Alcoon Slambag.
I can't wait till 9:30.
Is he a recurring character in the phone scams? You think?
I bet.
I hope so. Alcoon
If he
Slambag.
if he comes up with a name like that, I think he uses them. From
I would
time to
hope
time.
so. It's such a gem.
Hey, would you blow me? Dude. Alcoon Slambag and Bert and Ernie's.
Well, more phone scam.
Are you laughing at me again in tech support? This is an actual problem.
Okay.
Does the warranty on the BT cover accidental ingestion? Look it up in the book.
And you want to know if the warranty is for ingestion? No.
If I ate it.
No.
But accidentally.
That won't be covered.
But accidentally.
I understand, but
Let
that
me
won't
get
be
a pencil.
covered.
Wait a minute, I swallowed that yesterday. I was
Okay.
eating pretzel garage. It was one of them little golf pencils. I guess it fell from the back of my ear and landed in a box.
Okay, I don't think we can help you here.
Let's get back to my Bluetooth.
You're going to need to purchase another one and probably see a doctor to have the other one removed.
Why is it called a Bluetooth and not a blue ear? Because it goes in your ear, not your tooth.
Yes, it does go in your ear.
Right.
However, it doesn't go in your mouth, but I'm not
Listen.
sure why they named it a Bluetooth.
I didn't swallow it on purpose. It was an accident.
It's just, this goes nowhere.
This is one of those
It's
Jocktobers
so
where you just
bad.
get fucking
You get
mad and
angry.
bummed out.
Now I'm angry.
Did you ever say you ate a pencil?
Yeah,
he thought it
fell
was
in
a
the pretzel box.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
funny.
All right, that's it for the phone scam.
Is it? I don't know if you're reading
You see, he swallowed his Bluetooth.
Yeah, that's,
Fuck. I thought it was over.
what's the name of that track?
You see, he swallowed his Bluetooth.
Oh, and that's the one you just played or haven't played?
Fuck, haven't played it.
Oh, God damn it.
Hey, let me ask you something real quick. Is your company interested in pursuing some marketing dollars on this? And should I be swinging by and demo the usage of the model
no,
to the
you should
bullpen over
probably
there?
be seeing your doctor.
No.
And then probably want to go to your store and purchase another Bluetooth.
Could I give you my number and you call my stomach phone?
No, I'm sorry.
You're laughing again.
Okay, but
Now,
of course.
there it is. I'm hearing snickering and laughing from you.
It's probably me coughing again.
You have a cold?
Have a tickle in my throat.
Because it sure sounds like a laugh. You have a tickle in your throat, and I have a Bluetooth in my stomach.
Wow.
If I give you the number, will you
the
call
edit-
my gut phone?
The edits are great.
You hear the edits?
I've been listening to these edits. She goes, wow, click, and then there's just an edit.
She probably was really horrible, like, wow, you stink.
Yeah.
This is one of those puzzles. What happens is you get a bunch of audio and you got it. Like, okay, we got a wow. Okay,
Yeah.
move the wow after he says this. You can
Yeah.
hear it.
Now, she said that, so I'll say this and
Right.
drop that in front of it to make it look like she's reacting to what I said, even though that's not what I said.
Right.
Yeah.
Because in there, she probably said, if this is a prank call, obviously.
Yep.
If I give you the number, will you call my gut phone?
I won't be able to call your gut phone, sir.
Why?
We won't be able to do that. It sounds like something, like I said, you need to see a doctor about
No.
as far as the removal.
What does the doctor have to do with my free texting?
The doctor has to do with removing the Bluetooth from your stomach.
Right, but what does he have to do with my free texting?
Doctor, nothing.
Right. So that's why I called you.
Okay, and you want me to call you back
On my stomach phone.
on your stomach phone.
To see if I can answer by touching my belly button.
Oh my goodness, wow. And if it rings, what?
Well, I'll answer it. Then we'll know it works.
You won't be able to talk to me. How will I know if you answered it?
No, I'm sure we're going to find out.
Why
It's not
wouldn't he
over?
just disable Bluetooth and talk on his phone?
Right.
He probably would have shat out the Bluetooth
Yeah,
device by
shit
now.
it out.
like he did this bit.
How about you go to the emergency room right away?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. The phone scan from Scott.
Cool.
and Todd.
Wait, did you read all the...
That's all right.
What?
Did you read the whole... I know you ripped the track list before, but if you just piece it together, if you read all the tracks...
Don't worry, the phone scam is still happening.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Because otherwise...
Come on.
Well, just, I
You don't
cut-
like Jocktober, do you?
No, I
It's
mean,
extra work for you? Is that what it is?
I mean, it is, but I cut the clips. So
This is one of those Jocktobers where you're hoping after the show we go, you know what, Sam, let's rest Jocktober.
I cut. I did.
Is that
I
what
went
you're
to
trying today?
I went to the work of cutting the clips. I just don't want them not to get played. I don't think that's right.
And it's also one of these bits you can't really work with. Anyone else notice that?
Yeah, we just
when we
gotta
goof on
listen and
other
get
shows,
mad.
there's like, yes.
There's the hole, and we're like, listen to what you say.
All the shows that are really bad, there's a way to work it. I don't even know how to work this.
I'm just
I swear
angry.
to God, I don't know how to work this.
Can I tell you something?
What?
The last 5 years. This,
Same thing?
This is called the Scott and Todd arc. You all love the banter and you're having fun with the voices.
Yeah.
And then you listen to the shoehorning. And then you listen to the first track of the prank call and you're like, oh, this is terrible. And then by the end of the prank call, you're kind of thinking about ending Jocktober.
But why can't we have more of there's a tree in my house?
No, because
I want more of that shit.
Because you can't have it.
We could goof on that.
This is the marquee
Tree in
bits.
my house.
This is so fucking bad.
Plus-
It's not real, obviously. It's a poor Jerky Boys. And then she would know this is a prank. Anyone would know.
Well, they edited that
I
part
didn't
out.
know when I
Yeah.
heard this.
Oh, really?
Me and my mother were like, what's he going to do? He swallowed the phone.
It's just a Bluetooth chipper.
Yeah.
I don't know. My mother was like, Chipper, this guy should go to the hospital. I'm like, whatever, Ma. He's pressing his belly button.
Your mom didn't pick up that it was a prank call, even listening on the radio.
What about
No.
that line, Chip, about being a Bluetooth? It should be a blue ear.
It was cracking up. I was like, I said that. Remember, Mom, I said that. And she's
Oh,
like,
really?
that's right, Chipper.
Do I get charged for stomach minutes?
Yes, you do.
You're
If
laughing.
you're using it,
Look at Jimmy's face. He was just doing Chip, having a good time.
Because she's laughing, but no one in their audience is.
You're
Right
so
on.
mad, and I don't
terrible.
blame you.
Well, she's just a sales lady who works at the radio station.
Why is she answering that question?
I'll say her acting is not bad, though. She's actually okay. She's not bad. She's the one who doesn't annoy me in this bed.
The scenario just doesn't add up.
Scenario.
Scenarios.
Do I get charged for stomach minutes?
yes, you do. If
You're
you're
laughing.
using it, if you're using the phone, you will be charged for the minute.
You're still laughing at me.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not laughing.
You know what? Maybe you should
one's
eat
laughing.
a Bluetooth and
Oh,
see
my
how it
goodness.
feels.
I don't know what else I could
he's
do for you.
riffing.
So
regarding
stomach
this.
minutes count? Yes, that's a yes.
They count if you're using the phone.
But I'm not touching anything.
If the line is open and the phone is in use, you will be charged.
How do I read my text?
You need to contact them and have them disconnect your service.
That's what you do.
Would you like me to put
Could you
through
pause
to the
this?
sales so they can?
I would like to interrupt this and say, excuse me, you shithead. But you don't use a Bluetooth to read your text messages.
Well, none of it makes any sense.
What's that got to do with anything?
This is the marquee bit.
I swallowed my Bluetooth. How am I supposed to eat microwave popcorn?
Yeah, there's no accuracy to the prank.
No.
7:30.
Half the scenarios would never happen. Even if you didn't swallow the Bluetooth.
But can you imagine being that customer service lady going,
Oh,
I got
wow.
to deal with this now?
Oh,
she
boy.
probably went home after this call and it's like, honey, wait till I tell you about my day.
No,
I got
she doesn't.
You don't think so?
There's no one at home waiting for her.
Oh.
You know it.
There's no one in customer service that's nice, by the way.
What?
Right.
Oh.
No one would fucking humor you and stay in the line with this shit.
No.
It's what you do.
Would you like me to put you through to the sales so they can have your service disconnected?
You know what? I got the same crap from Boost Mobile when I called them. Yeah, you people are giving me the big runaround.
Well, we're not trying to give you the runaround. We're trying to help you, but you keep going back to the same place.
Well, that's where the phone is, you see. The Bluetooth's in my stomach, so that's the only place I can go.
Okay, well, there's nothing we can do about the Bluetooth being in your stomach.
Well, there certainly ought to be something in your book over there about when someone calls about swallowing their Bluetooth.
Well, no one is expected to
through the
swallow
book.
their Bluetooth.
Go through the book.
There's nothing in the book regarding ingestion of your telephone.
Oh, my God. Holy fuck, I hate this.
Can I tell you
I'm
something?
really mad,
What?
Sam.
Even when I was cutting the clips, I couldn't listen to the whole call. I was skipping through them. It's like, okay, that's about a minute. Okay, that's a good ending for a clip.
It's so fucking badly done.
They are fucking terrible. They're absolutely terrible.
I know. These guys are awful. These prank phone calls. They're so bad.
Is
there more of this?
I think that was it.
Like, are they
Well,
goofing on the listeners? Maybe are they goofing on the listeners?
Well, no, they've been doing
Like,
this
hey,
since
look,
1991. So
We're fucking around. We're gonna make it like it's a phony phone call,
That's
but it's
it.
not.
Oh, I thought you meant they're bad. Like, oh, you guys.
I hate the
No,
laughter in the
no.
background, like the people laughing.
Yeah.
I haven't heard this.
Yeah, I haven't heard this before.
Stinks.
Yeah, no, we'll just follow along with the track list, I guess. They gave you, Opie.
Well, we
Well-
said it's done.
Yeah, but
Well, the next track actually says, Are you really still playing these tracks? See, we were supposed to tap out.
I didn't say I ate my telephone. I ate my Bluetooth device. I couldn't swallow a telephone. I'm not a snake.
Or any accessories. We don't have anything about ingesting any accessories.
Accessories is earrings and purses and whatnot. I'm not calling about that.
Anything that goes with the phone, sir. Anything that goes with the phone is an accessory to the phone. And we do not have a warranty for swallowing any accessories.
I don't need your flipping your yap. I need you to flip through the book.
I flipped through the book. There's nothing here regarding ingestion.
Can you call me back on my stomach phone? She's no help at all.
Sound like a laugh to me.
Yeah, I got a tickle in my throat. Well, I got a Bluetooth in my stomach.
The only thing that Scott added was flip through the book.
Did you hear that?
Flip through the book.
That's
Flip.
At the end of this whole thing, Scott goes, flip through the book.
Flip through the book.
Flip through the book.
Yeah. Cold slam bag.
You answer phone.
Okay, faggot, what's next?
Now, what is that?
He came up with that.
Sounds like De Niro at the end of Cape Fear.
Tell him, E-Rock.
It's an old Ocean Spray commercial.
Oh. I thought it was a Scott thing.
From what year?
Like 94.
And he's still using it?
Still uses it.
94 is when we started doing radio.
Hey,
Yeah.
Did you like the phone scam?
I have to piss desperately.
All right, yeah, we're going to take a break, Sam. This is what's happening. If you don't come back strong tomorrow, Jacktober is in deep fucking trouble this year.
Yeah.
Deep fucking trouble.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I thought the phone scam was funny.
No one enjoyed it today.
Shit,
Why
there's
not?
It
Because
angered
it just
people.
makes you angry.
It angered people.
The other shit is like, it's bad, but then we have fun with it, and
Yeah,
that's why it
yeah.
works. This one, we couldn't even work with that.
Time of the month.
Ugh.
You got to come back strong tomorrow. Please.
Scam.
Awful. Well, why don't we get back?
Yeah.
If you were listening earlier, Dr. Steve called in. And Club Soda Kenny's giving him like show advice. And there was a discussion on whether or not Big Joe is a good segment for Dr. Steve.
Jocktober continues.
It kind of does in a way.
With Dr. Steve.
Big Joe is Dr. Steve's mother-in-law.
And can we make
And
the,
she's hilarious, according to Dr. Steve.
and as far as voting goes,
Yeah.
Kenny says no to Big Joe, that she is terrible for the show.
Right.
Sal heard this.
Right.
Sal is very much against this segment on Dr. Steve's show.
So it must be hilarious.
That's what I'm thinking.
So I
too.
think we got some bonus Jocktober.
Maybe, I don't know, but
We
Sal
look
is also,
at one of our own.
He's a terrible judge of humor.
We turn the camera on ourselves.
Right. How are we ending Jocktober? Don't we usually beat the shit out of ourselves to end it? To show
Usually.
everyone it's all just in
Yeah,
fun?
just in fun.
But you know what?
Do I have to dig up some more tapes?
There's just not that much more bad audio of you guys. It's all so
boy.
good.
Well, I do have a cassette from one of my college radio shows.
Would love to hear it if you have a chance to bring it in.
Do I say that every year?
Yeah,
Probably
why
do.
don't you bring it in tomorrow?
I got a tree on my house.
Sirius XM. And now, the Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh, boy.
You don't like this song?
No.
Oh, come on.
I really don't.
You don't like Imagine?
No. I guess I did at some point.
I think We All Shine On is a better chorus.
Yeah, I like All Shine On.
41 years ago. No.
Yeah.
No.
41.
No. It's not
Yeah.
41 years ago.
Isn't that terrible?
Someone fucked this up.
This song?
This song's not 41 years old.
No?
Wait, what year is it now?
I think it's 41.
Might be 70.
It's 31. 81.
No, he was dead in 1980. He died in 70.
Okay, right. All right. So this is the song he wrote just before he died, a couple years before.
No.
A year before, whatever the fuck.
No, this is older. This song.
No.
Yeah.
What?
71.
Oh, my bad.
Really?
Yeah, this is yeah, this is the old one.
Misty, I'm a. They should do this about coffee for Scott and Todd. I'm a creamer.
Wait a minute. I'm heating up.
Why?
Because I'm uncomfortable.
Why? You made a mistake.
This isn't off his last album before he died?
No.
I swear to you, until just this moment, I always thought that.
Oh, this is like an old song.
Wait a minute. Oh, so they just played it when he died.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
To this day.
Wow.
What album is this off?
Now you know.
Imagine was the album.
Oh. What else was on it?
We all shine on.
Was it?
Imagine, Crippled Inside, Jealous Guy.
He only had like one hit per album.
No, Jealous Guy's good.
His songs sucked.
No, he had some good ones. You didn't like We All Shine On?
Nah, McCartney was the hit maker after the Beatles. He
Lennon's
was like,
stuff was better.
Yeah, but John
one
Lennon didn't
fucking-
want to be the hit maker.
You know
I
what?
think
He did.
fucking Working Class Hero is a phenomenal song.
What?
It is awesome. Working Class Hero? That's the best song that I
Yeah?
did. Yeah. Best song.
Oh, my God. I really thought this was...
Wow.
Until today. It's kind of weird.
See, we learned things on this program.
I kind of know music.
show.
Older music, anyway.
Jimmy's sitting on balls.
Yeah,
One.
he is.
I have a tennis ball under my right sciatic.
Yeah. Good. When you're done, you can fucking take him out and put him on the front of your walker so it doesn't skid.
Kenny's laughing because he had to go out and get tennis balls.
Tennis
for Jimmy.
balls.
Yeah, my leg was hurting.
So you put it under your leg.
On a whim.
Yeah, but
and it's supposed to massage your sciatic.
It works, dude. Like, you rest your leg on it. I'm in pain right now. It's like this fucking... I have this pressure all the way up the back of my fucking right meaty thigh.
Yeah?
Yeah, and it hurts.
Aw.
And I have to stretch it. I've been stretching in the gym a lot.
Well,
'Cause I've been
better.
going to the gym almost every day.
Good boy.
When is it going to show?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
I don't think so.
Oh, man.
I've gotten many compliments.
Many compliments.
You guys want to squeeze in the Dr. Steve thing before we get out of here today?
Yes. Might as well.
So Dr. Steve called earlier, blah, blah, blah. There was a discussion about a show. Kenny says he shouldn't be a game show host, I think. And then somehow we got on the topic of Big Joe, who's Dr. Steve's mother-in-law, and I guess she does a segment on the show. And Dr. Steve thinks it's hilarious, and others don't think it's
He
hilarious.
thinks it's a fucking riot.
Dr. Steve.
So we said, get us some Big Joe, and we'll be the judges.
We'll be the judge of that.
So it might be a little bit of an extension of the old Jocktober.
All right, let's hear.
Featuring one of our own. Big Joe monthly visit. Oh, it hasn't opened.
Oh, does it? Wow. Production.
Let's check out Big Joe's monthly visit for the month of October on Sirius XM.
The month of October?
On Sirius XM.
It's Jocktober.
Yeah.
Oops.
Todd do this?
Are you getting me to sound like a hillbilly?
Come on in and set a spell. It's time for Big Joe's monthly visit.
He's a doctor, by the way.
we have Jocktober for tomorrow.
Oh, Dr. Steve.
No, we need it today because that Scott Todd was a fucking
just
bust.
angering.
Joe's monthly visit.
Oh, God.
And welcome back. It's Big Joe's monthly visit. Hello, Joe. How are you?
Just fine.
You been doing anything interesting since last time we met?
No.
Okay, good. I did hear that you had a peeping Tom in your neighborhood.
They think we've got one.
Is that now? What's he doing?
Apparently looking through windows.
What?
Like
Yeah.
I said the other night, if he wants to look at this fat body, he can look at all he wants.
Maybe he likes them big boobs.
Big boots, big belly, big gut.
Well,
that's pathetic.
I thought this was a medical show.
Well,
is this the part, Kenny, that you didn't really appreciate? The fact that he's doing this instead of taking people's calls saying, I got, some fungus on my toe.
Thank God I didn't hear this part. I only heard the stupid game show questions.
Stupid.
You don't think this is a good segment?
No, he's a doctor, for Pete's sakes. Let people call up and ask about the line on the middle of their testicles and stuff like that.
Oh, that's different.
The vas deferens.
Yeah, like if it's bad if you got a lump on your balls or something.
Well, instead, Dr. Steve plays Big Joe Trivia.
Let's play Big Joe Trivia.
Oh, yeah, right.
Trivia. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you some trivia questions, and you answer them best you can. Oof. And if this is stupid, I'll erase it. All right, you ready? Question number 1. What is the name of the coffee drink?
It just goes silent now because he erased it because it was stupid. That would have been funny.
What is the name of the coffee drink that they sell at McDonald's?
Floppy Joe. I mean, wait a minute, take it back.
Floppy
Joe,
did she say?
That's what it sounds
Okay,
like.
I'm going to stop it right here. Yes. She came this close to saying Floppy Joe. Okay, remember before she said Floopy, but the right answer, I would have accepted Floopy or Frappe as the correct answer. So
You got a phone scam you could play?
I got a tree on my house.
That's always going to be funny. I got a tree on my house.
Hey, man, he's just
improv.
improv. Just improvising, guys.
Yeah.
A little improv from Scott.
I think it's an oak tree.
An oak tree knocking it. It's got some sap, which is the tree's flood.
what's the name of the movie with Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones? With the aliens in it. Came out this year.
Oh, the Falling Skies?
No, that wasn't the one I was thinking of. And again, I would have accepted Men in Black or Black Guys Dressed Up as a correct answer. Okay, it was the one with Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones, and they fight the aliens.
Predators.
There you go. All right.
I like that movie, too. I like weird movies.
What goes on?
Wow.
Yeah, I hope Dr. Steve's proud of himself.
Kenny rubs it in way more than anyone else
Oh,
on this
yeah,
show,
yeah,
by
yeah.
the way.
I've listened to Dr. Steve's show. I've never heard this aspect of it, but I have heard the medical parts of it, and it's amazing. It's great.
I think he got a bit of a maybe it was an ego. I don't know because everybody's
Oh,
because he does do a great show when he's giving medical advice.
Not everyone can be the multifaceted Sam Roberts.
Well, I don't want.
But to keep an open mind, he's got the weird fucking hillbilly voice. He just hasn't figured out what to do with it.
Exactly. The voice is good.
The trivia game is horrendous.
He's got to figure out what she can do.
You think it's bad?
Horrible.
So far, it's
But
okay.
I mean, she sounds like a dummy. So, and the voice is stupid. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you could do something with that. If
She
you do
is
radio.
a fucking dodo bird.
I wouldn't give up on having her on the podcast, but this isn't the way to go.
We've got a few questions for you, and then we'll wrap this up, okay? These are called-in questions from people.
Hello, Big Joe, are you there? That's Steve. Hello. He's kidding me. That's... I can't. Big Joe. He's got. Would you all believe he's got that on my answer machine? Everybody just dies laughing. She won't talk to me. She won't. I can't tell her.
All right. Didn't fool you with that one.
No, you did not.
What happened there? It's like they let the
He's on
let
our.
the nuts in charge of the asylum there.
What the hell goes on with this channel when we're not here?
There's no quality control.
Well,
They
we're
let
not
me have a
here.
show.
That's true. Wow.
Well, we got to call Dr. Steve and
Good one.
let him know.
Oh boy.
Kenny was
Featured this
correct.
week.
Yeah.
Should we call Dr. Steve and let him know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is he doing something? Oh man, I
You did?
almost lost my helicopter.
Oh,
Holy shit.
What happened? How high did you go?
Dude, I went so fucking high up in the air. I wasn't supposed to. What happened was it kind of.
What do you mean you're not supposed to?
I don't know what the rules are. All right, but
Then how do you know you're not supposed to?
I just
For
assume.
the people out there that are kind of casual listeners, Ant's got one of those fucking droids.
It's a drone.
Drone.
Yeah.
Jesus, droids. I got a droid. He's got
Droid
a drone.
drone.
He's got a drone, and it's
Yeah.
fucking, top of the line at this point, right?
Yeah, now it's getting ridiculously crazy, and I got cameras on
I
there.
saw that
and
one camera on it.
fucking-
That's
yeah, it's
ridiculous.
It's just amazing, and it's got all kinds of transmitting equipment to transmit
How are these
telemetry
things
and
legal?
ground cameras. Exactly. So I had.
Wait, is that the night sky?
Yeah, that's one of the night.
That's
ones.
beautiful.
That's a night video I took.
I got
the-
a song that you
the
could.
other day. You could go to like the middle of it.
But once you
take off. and
once you put
landing.
Katy Perry's fireworks,
I should, right?
Make it bigger, Sam.
Firework
before I
to
bite
the
your
song.
ankle.
I put like some just creepy music, but that's at night over my town on Long Island. It's pretty insane.
Let's go higher than this.
Yeah, a little bit, but that wasn't near as high as it went over the weekend, where I had a problem. I was switching around some settings, and I took it up, and I'm trying to get it over my house, and it was getting a little squirrely. So it went toward the house, and then I pull it away from the house, and it starts going toward a tree, and I'm just like, I'm gonna goose this thing, let it get up higher than everything, and then deal with it. So I'm not fucking bouncing off of things and crashing. I figured if it got enough altitude, I'll be able to then get control of it.
Take her with it.
Yeah, bring it back down.
Right.
Well, I send it up, and within 3 seconds, I can't find the thing. Now I'm looking around the sky. I didn't hear a crash. I didn't hear anything. But now I don't have it, so I'm just keeping the throttle up.
Wait, is there a plane going toward your drone right now?
I think it's going away.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, watch it with
it's
advance.
going
Where
away.
are the videos for the
That's
people
at
out
night.
there?
They're on my YouTube channel, which is OPANTXM. That's on YouTube. So the thing it takes off, and now I'm waiting for it to find it. Nothing. So I'm like, I got to keep the throttle up because if it is still in the air, I don't want it crashing down. And I was more so just giving it throttle so I could hear wah, wah, if the engine's there, even in a tree or something. So nothing. I walk around my block. Now, this the whole time, the thing's, I don't know this, but it's in the air and it's climbing. So I'm walking around the block in front of the Chinese guy's house behind me, and I'm looking up at the sky. I'm trying feathering the throttle again, trying to find it. I'm looking at all the treetops because I'm convinced it's gone. I don't hear it anymore. I can't see it. So I'm walking down the street, and it's been probably 5 minutes at this point, maybe even longer. I look up, dude, I see what is, if you held a grain of sand at arm's length, one grain of sand at arm's length in the sky, that's what I saw. A dot. A fucking dot where if I moved anyway or took my eyes off of it, I lost it.
You lost it, right.
And I'm like, it wasn't moving, but I said that can't possibly be it. It's too high. There's no way that's it. So I start trying to bring it over toward me and down, and then I start noticing after a few minutes it was getting closer. I'm like, holy fuck, that is it. No detail, nothing. A dot. So I get it to the point where I start seeing some legs on it, which are the little arms with the props. And now I'm looking at the timer going, there's no way I'm getting this down in time before it runs out of battery juice. And so I'm bringing it closer, down, and then I just see it drop out of the sky.
How high was it when it dropped, do you think?
It was probably at maybe 300 feet.
Wait, it dropped because it ran out of battery?
It was out of battery. So it doesn't instantly cut off, but it goes, moo, and the props start going slower. And it comes down.
They don't have a backup battery yet for that shit?
No, what they have is a voltage sensor, which lets me know when I'm supposed to land it.
Right.
But since I didn't know where it was and it was flying around forever, I had no fucking way of getting it back to me. That's the camera gimbal video.
It's amazing.
It just tracks it. It'll keep it on anything that you put it on. So I just watch and I'm like, oh my God, and now, believe me, both lanes, the east and westbound lanes of the Northern State Parkway, the Glen Cove Road where it comes in,
right,
another local street, all there where I just see it come down. I'm like, oh my God. I run with nothing but my PJ bottoms and no shoes on into the woods by the side of the parkway where they dump prostitute bodies. And I'm looking around for it. I'm holding my remote control looking around for it. And I couldn't find it. So I take my truck, I go back home, I'm like, I can't fucking believe this.
It's like looking for a lost fucking kitten.
Dude, it was crazy. And over such a huge amount of space.
Right.
So I get my truck, I get dressed and shit.
It doesn't have a sensor on it that kind of...
It does, but it's not hooked up. I'm waiting for one. I'm waiting for one more part.
Because that would have been easy then.
Then it would have been easy.
Gotcha.
And I wouldn't have lost it because I'd have been able to see through the monitor exactly where it was.
Right.
I'd look in the monitor and go, okay, here's where it is. I see it. I'm going to bring it down. So I get the truck, I pull by where I saw it go down and mark on my truck GPS where that is. Then I get on the parkway and I go up to that pin point that was there and pull over. And now I'm searching the sides of the parkway. I'm just walking around on the woods on the sides of the parkway. I look for an hour. Finally walking back to my truck, I look over to the left. There it is.
Get out of
here. A
here.
little outcropping. No trees, just brambles that it hit on, so it didn't get damaged. The landing gear got a little damaged, but the gimbal, the camera, everything else, in good shape. So I brought it back home and watched the video. Holy shit. It went 4,000 feet high. And I'm not exaggerating, using a number, an arbitrary high number.
Right.
It had to be 4,000 feet.
And you don't have video of it that high?
Oh, I got video.
And what, you can't post it? Is that illegal?
I'm not sure I want to actually make this any more than a radio
Why do you think the planes flying at that level might fucking tip people off that it was high?
How
the planes are zipping by.
I don't want to fuck up your hobby, trust me. But how is
what
this
hobby
shit...
is that? Bringing down passenger airliners?
No, I wasn't. I swear.
How is this shit legal?
Anthony Queta.
and I'm a danger to the air and to the fucking cars because the last couple of frames of the video. You see the thing come down? I hit so close to the fucking parkway.
Imagine that comes out of the sky and hits you?
And hits the someone's vehicle.
You would have been convinced there's aliens.
It was so dangerous.
Imagine if that gets sucked into a jet engine.
Oh, my God.
Let's make a UFO video with that. That will go viral.
It was so fucking high. If you look on, I think one of my tweets, I have a picture, a little photograph. Is all I tweeted of how high up it went. You see the curvature of the earth. You see the highways are like little thin lines, and you could see the Long Island Sound.
Right.
In the picture.
Well,
it was a harrowing experience. I never thought I'd find it. I was so lucky that I even found that fucking thing.
Well,
I was bumming.
I'm on your YouTube channel, and I'm going to tweet the night video.
Oh, the night video is pretty cool.
If you go to my Twitter, Opie Radio, I just tweeted Ant's video of his drone way the fuck up in the sky at night. So
lucky to get it back. No. I think no. Go back.
So
see it where it says lucky to get it back? Keep going down, 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 down. There. That's it.
Let's see.
Okay. Zoom in.
What do you mean zoom in?
Turn it this
That's how high up this fucking thing was.
Wow.
You can see the Long Island Sound to the left.
Yep.
With the water.
Gotcha.
That's
So
the
this is
parkway.
pointing east.
Yeah, pointing east.
Wow.
And the curvature of the earth. It's up really high.
it is.
Wow.
And I couldn't believe that was it up that high.
Wait till
but-
you get it in the clouds. That'll be so cool.
Oh, man. No.
Yeah, I want to see you fly in clouds.
I don't
You
want to
should-
do that.
You should have it out there during a thunderstorm.
Oh, no.
Fuck yeah.
Or up in the sky so you could see lightning from that high up. That would be
Well,
amazing.
that would be kind of fucking cool. But I got to get that thing where I could monitor where it is at all times from the ground. The ground station I need hooked up, and I need the video downlink.
Do you want to know how high you're allowed to go?
Who says this?
I'm not even going to go to the phone.
What are the rules?
I'm not messing up your hobby.
That's bullshit, by the way, because I know it's higher than.
Sure.
How high were they
Yeah.
saying?
400 feet. I know I could go higher than 400 feet.
Everyone's thanking me for the for tweeting your video. There you go.
Oh, nice.
Tweeted Ant's video of his drone way the fuck up in the sky.
Even though I
At night.
tweeted it yesterday.
Huh?
Oh, no, you
I just wanted to get thanked.
What?
I didn't.
Sam, if you will, go to my Twitter.
Okay.
And there it is. There's the video for everybody.
Oh. FAA regulations grounding all commercial RC model flights have been upgraded to require formal FAA certification before permission to fly any altitude in the U.S. Oh, yeah? Do I need an FAA permit?
The hell, it didn't
What
go.
happens there? What if I don't have one?
Yeah.
Am I in trouble?
You go to prison.
I don't think there's people in prison for flying a radio control device.
Refresh?
That.
Not yet.
I got on my phone. Tweeted Ant's video.
Yeah.
So you can check
Come
out
on.
what the
Fuck.
fucking drone does.
See if it's on my phone.
And that's at night. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a cool video.
It's awesome.
I'm good at promoting videos, so I helped you out there.
Yeah.
Oh, is it just a link?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just. Okay.
I don't know. That was very.
Ant.
Yeah.
The Opster's at it again.
Oh no, it's one of his videos.
It just links
Oh
to that
no, is it the
dumb-
basketball shot?
Of course it is.
The Opster strikes again.
Is that video climbing by now? It's got to be.
The Opster
God.
got him
that's
again.
funny.
I might get another 100 views after
The
those
fucking
shenanigans.
basketball video.
I think Sam just petered out and kind of died.
5.2 million though.
Dad,
Yeah, it's
but-
kind of stopped.
Anthony, you
I'm
should
okay
purchase
with
the Mohammed Atta camera gimbal. You asshole.
No, go to Ant's YouTube channel, OPANTXM on YouTube.
Yeah, there you go. I got. a bunch
Actually, I've
of
been checking
videos
out
on there.
those drone videos. They're pretty damn cool.
They're pretty wild. I got to tell you that much.
I gotta get. So you went from the shitty version to now you're top of the line with that shit.
Yeah, I went to like the entry model, that Parrot 2.0, that drone, and that was cool. You know, flying around using iPad to control that one. To like, yeah, the one that
The Mac Daddies.
unbelievable. It uses two separate remote controls, one for the helicopter, one for the camera.
Is the
There's a whole
camera
separate-
heavy?
Yes, the whole thing really weighs a lot.
How much?
I don't know. It's a few pounds.
Come on, about
It's
15 pounds.
Nah, not that much.
Okay.
It's probably anywhere between 7 and 8 pounds.
How much weight could it support? Could it support?
It could lift 6 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Could it? All right. I
It'll
want a
lift
bigger one
6
so I could
pounds.
fly somewhere.
E-Rock's ankle.
You want to fly somewhere?
Dr. Steve.
Can we please just talk about Anthony's drone?
Oh.
Dr. Steve, the Big Joe monthly visit was lacking a bit of energy.
It was a bit lackluster.
There wasn't much energy going on during that segment.
Well, it's like the fifth one we've done. I guess maybe it's
Run its course.
You know how proud I was of that.
Well,
And I was so sure that you guys were going to listen to it and go, "Oh, Kenny, come on, get in here." Well, how could you say that?
Oh, no.
Well, this is what I'll tell you, sir. I've been around a while. I like her shitty hillbilly voice.
Yep.
And she obviously,
something there.
and she's obviously stupid. You just
Yeah,
haven't figured out how to. You just haven't figured out how to use her properly yet.
Yeah. There's something there. And you know what a monthly visit.
I think. All right, if you really want me to break it down, like trivia questions, you're only going to get like 1 or 2 words out of her. You got to have her talk about like topics.
Yeah.
And then her dumbness will be on display.
You think she's stupid?
She is.
Well, listen. The first time she was ever on the show, I had her do the Adam and Eve live read that we were doing at the time,
Right.
totally sight unseen, and it took her halfway through the thing before she realized she was.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Look, man, I
Poor
pay by
Dr.
the fucking
Steve.
minute. He owes me. I just saved him money. by
Oh,
hanging up
he's
on
not
him.
going to enjoy that. He's probably like, hello. They did it to me.
Where is she?
What's going on here, Samuel?
With Mitt Romney's hair?
No.
Why? What is going on with his hair?
Why? It looks a little wild.
It's a bit poofy now.
Yeah, well, it looks poofy.
It's starting to get more poofy. Poofy.
He's got a good head of hair, though.
He's got poofy hair.
Got Paulie Walnuts hair.
What were you saying? It?
What's going on with fucking dummy over here? The
David Blaine?
David Blaine.
Absolutely nothing's going on.
Is he sleeping?
No, you can't touch his pee-pee.
When is this over?
It's over tonight.
Is he peeing right there?
He's either pissing or they're fixing part of his suit or something.
Yeah.
I guess you can watch this online. And Sam told us before the show, because we didn't really talk about this today, he's doing nothing.
Yeah, if you want.
Why would you have something you can watch online and then you go there and half the time he's not being electrocuted?
If you wanted to watch it online, you
whatever
just
the fuck.
you just go to YouTube and search for What's the Haps with David Blaine.
Hey,
1 million
Samster
volts.
got him again.
Always on, but
that's a page out of the Opsters book.
Samster.
It's not. It's not always on at all.
No, it's not on.
No.
He was standing there with no bolts coming out. No, none of the lightning bolts hitting him.
And now he's got some dude. I guess he's blowing him. I don't know.
It really does look like he's blowing him.
They're making a horse for a Halloween costume.
Maybe he's catching a napski. I don't know.
Oh,
that's another dumb fucking. He should be on the Scott and Todd show.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
At least throw him in some ice or something.
Thumbs up on the powdered peanut butter.
Yeah, man.
You like
I had
that?
a little bit of my yogurt. It was delicious.
Can we go home?
Let's
take a hike.
So
let's make like a tree and leave.
That's very good.
That's
Jake.
good.
Got a tree on my house.
I have a tree on my house.
I got a tree on my house.
I got a tree on my house.
I got a tree on my
I got a
house.
tree on my house.
I got a tree on my
I got a
house.
tree on my house.
I got a tree on my house.
I got a tree on my house.
I got a 4 on my house.
Any plugs, Jimmy?
Yes.
Get out of here.
Friday, October 19, Club Madrid in Las Vegas. October 25 through 27, Helium in Philly. There's 2 shows Thursday, Friday, Saturday because there's some of the shows are sold out, so they added the second show
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Sunday, Tuesday. My show with Amy Schumer, David Tell, and Artie Lang in Minnesota is and has been sold out.
Ooh.
Friday, November 9th, I'm doing the Dark Comedy Festival in Toronto. My Vancouver date is being rescheduled. I had a conflict that's being rescheduled. And November 15, 16, 17, I return to Dallas, the Addison Improv.
Nice.
And my special is on Netflix. Doing very well, they say.
Very good.
Goody.
Very
Yes.
well.
I've heard from a lot of people that have seen it.
Yeah, I'm really happy that they can watch it there.
My basketball video not doing so well.
Oh,
man.
no.
And I've tried everything.
You're fooling people.
I've tried everything.
I'll fool people into watching
I'm
it.
trying that too. That's not even working.
This hurts.
Stay tuned for Sam Roberts after show on most of these stations. I got a tree on my house.
Fuck. The Opie and Anthony show is pretty much over. Pretty much over. This show will be available later today with SiriusXM On Demand. After 1A Live is next.